The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hey, good Tuesday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bonner Springs High School. Side of tonight's Frontier League battle between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Bonner Springs Braves here as we come to the final week of the high school basketball regular season. It's so crazy when we tip this thing off in early December. Late February just seems so far away, and here we are, 2 games remaining in the regular season, and both Broncos squads playing pretty good basketball. You can't ask for much more than this at this point in the season than to have a couple of winning streaks coming into this game tonight here against Bonner Springs. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Caden Carvalho, as we settle in here for this doubleheader tonight. The Broncos and the Braves. Bronco girls coming in at 12-6, and they are 7-1 in the Frontier League, and the ladies have been on a tear here of late, have really started to put together a really nice season. In fact, their last loss dates all the way back to January 17th, and the message coming out of that loss to the Lions, Lawrence Chesty Lions, was they didn't play very well. Lost by more than 30 in that game. Before that, it had kind of been hit and miss. And since January 17th, in a home just single game against Lawrence, they have not lost. That includes a Top Gun tournament championship with a triple overtime thriller over what will probably be a top 4 team in Class 3A in Seneca-Nemaha Valley. And then went on to win that one over Blue Valley Southwest, avenging a loss from earlier in the year, and then have not lost in the Frontier League since then. Right now, the Lady Broncos are riding a 9-game winning streak into this one. After starting off the year with just 3 wins through 9 games, they picked up 9 through 9. Not too shabby. Of course, continue to be led by Sydney Busher, who's averaging a double-double with 20 points and 11.1 rebounds per game. And right behind her, Isla Herman with 16 points the other night. And I guess Sydney is averaging, from a points perspective, not 20 points, just under that on her points per game. And right behind her is Isla Herman, contributing in that category as well. Who else is going to step up? They needed some output the other night from other girls to be able to get that win and advance on the another avenged loss from early in the season, 44-37 over Eudora. And again, in that game, 20 points from Sydney Busher, 16 points from Isla Herman, and then just 8 points from the rest of the team. They're going to have more output here tonight against a better team in this Bonner Springs team. Bonner Springs coming in at 8-10. They're 3-2 in the Frontier League. And the Braves are coming into this game having dropped their last 2 against Ottawa and DeSoto. They've lost 4 out of their last 6, and so the Broncos maybe getting the Frontier League right for the picking, and they are showing it with a 9-game winning streak coming to this one. And I said kind of about that Top Gun tournament, looking at the schedule, they were all pretty winnable, and the Broncos could get on a run, and that's exactly what Coach Hussa and the ladies have got going on. We'll see how it shows up here tonight against the Bonner Springs Braves. Still plenty to talk about here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. as we'll come back and talk about the boys' winning streak as well. Get you ready for tip-off in this one. This is the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. And, of course, Spring Hill Sports Live all year long is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Very convenient for you. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. That's STROED, ortho.com. More on the Comfort Designs pregame show, and we return after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Back at here, Bonner Springs High School, B.J. Harris, Caden Carbajo here as we get set for this one. The Spring Hill Broncos traveling up here to Bonner Springs, Edwardsville area. Tackled the Braves. Lady Broncos, as I mentioned, coming in riding a 9-game winning streak, including a good Frontier League win last week in the win over Eudora, knocking them off 44-37. The boys coming into this ball game also playing really well, and that's all you can ask for. There were some pretty rough spots throughout this season, and things could have gone either way. You've got a senior-laden team, a lot of kids who played a lot of basketball together, and at one point in this season, going into the Broncos home tournament, Spring Hill was at that point 0-9, and since they started out 0-9, the Broncos have only dropped 3 of their last 6. And so in the next 9 games, they won 6 out of those 9. That's pretty darn good, including 3 in a row against Lewisburg, Paola, and Eudora, 2 of those teams they had lost to earlier in the season. They do have a season sweep over Paola. The Broncos have won 3 in a row and 4 out of their last 3 dating back to January. They've had a very good February here this year so far. For the Broncos, setting the pace for them. Right now, 9 points a game for Chase Bond, 6 points a game for James Allen, who's really started to come on, 7 points a game for Peyton McAvoy. Those are kind of your key leading scorers. When you can look at a roster and not have anybody who's averaging double figures, you've got good spread, but you've got to get that big output from somebody game in and game out, and you just never do know with the Broncos, including the other night against Eudora. It was Ryan Jackson who led them in scoring with 10 points a game, and so that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Ryan Jackson had 10 points and averages just 4.4 per game, and so any night somebody's going to have to go above their average usually to get the Broncos a chance to win. And we'll hopefully do that and get it from the perimeter as well. If they can hit some big shots, take care of the basketball, that's what will set the Broncos apart here in this one. We'll wrap up our coverage of high school basketball on Friday as we head back to the friendly confines of the Spring Hill High School Gymnasium. It's homecoming night to boot on the final game of the regular season, and so I know everybody looking forward to that. We'll be there with that one as well as the Broncos do wrap up the regular season in earnest on Friday. We'll have that for you, and we'll have this one coming your way in just a little bit. The Broncos and the Braves coming up tonight here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and we'll be just closer to tip-off. Still got your starting lineups and your opening tip-off yet to come here on the Cover Designs pregame show. We're back in 2 minutes. You're watching Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2015. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
Back out here to Bonner Springs High School, getting some recognition for these kiddos out there on the floor as getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to broadcast that here. And kiddos doing the national anthem. Just caught the tail end of that in American Sign Language.
Each have a little bit of a different interpretation, so we're going to try and sign it.
It's pretty cool.
For you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Awesome. Yeah, just some kiddos from Bonner Springs learning some sign language, and they just signed the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you to Mrs. Claire and our McDaniel preschool teachers, as well as our McDaniel students.
Daniel Preschool here in Bonner Springs. In the midst of the Cover Designs Heat and Air Conditioning pregame showtime for our starting lineups, brought to you by The Bean. The best way in Spring Hill to start your day is with a delicious cup of coffee, refreshing teas, sweet treats, smoothies, frappes, and shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastries and breakfast options in the metro. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. We'll do our starting lineups as soon as we wrap up the national anthem here from the Bonner Springs Pep Band. Rendition of the national anthem brought to you by the Bonner Springs Pep Band. BJ Harris along with you alongside me, Caden Carbajo, as we settle in for this Frontier League boys and girls basketball doubleheader tonight. The starting lineups brought to you by The Bean in Spring Hill. First up for the Spring Hill Broncos, it will be number 15, Addie Bond, the senior, averaging 2.3 points per ball game. Number 20, Isla Herman, a sophomore, averaging 12.6 points per night. Number 22, Sydney Busher, a junior, averaging 18.2 points per ball game, 11.1 rebounds per game. The way she goes is the way the Broncos will go. Suter, a junior, averaging 3.6 points per ball game. She'll have responsibilities on the defensive end of the floor as well. And then Anna LaPlante, rounding out the starting lineup for the Broncos. She averages 2.6 points per ball game, but a force down there into the paint for the Broncos. For the Bonner Springs Braves, it'll be number 2, Kirsten Leslie, a 5'10 senior. Peyton Leslie's the head coach. Going to assume there's a connection there. Emily Nilgis, number 5, the 5'9 freshman. So you've got a 5'10 senior and a 5'9 freshman. Number 11, Cameron Love, a 5'9 sophomore. Number 15, Lake Buell, a 5'5 senior.
At guard, a 5'5 senior, number 15.
And then rounding out the starting lineup for the Bonner Springs Braves.
And at forward, a 5'9"
It will be number 25, Chastity Sample, a 5'9" sophomore. So a really young squad here at 8-10, the Bonner Springs Braves. They've got that one senior, two seniors in the starting lineup, and the rest are sophomores or freshmen, and so a little bit of a drop-off there. We'll see how that affects them here tonight. Opening tip-off is brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is the leader in the manufacture of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. See all their openings or apply online. Go to seatsinc.com. And of course, the Broncos going to meet at center court here in just a moment for that tip-off. We have a busy night of action going on across our network of games. We'll talk more about that when we get to our area matchups brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group in just a little bit. But 9 games on the slate here tonight across our network. Go to varsitysportslive.com to see more of those. Center court, Busher going to match up against Emily Nigels. Nile Jess. And opening tip going to be won by the Broncos, moving from left to right. Includes the Comfort Designs pregame show. We're into the first quarter of this when Broncos the opening possession. Herman for 3 from a little bit of a step behind. Loose ball going to be picked up by Pierston Leslie. Moving around, top of the key, reset here with Lake and Buell. Buell working against Bond. First possession offensively for Bonner Springs. Screen comes. Overly effective. Good defense there by Busher. Way out high, working against Nalgis. Now Sample shakes off Herman off the screen. There's a good rebound. Blocked by LaPlante, though. Ripped right out from behind on a nice rebound by Nigels. Far side, Herman. Give away to Bond. Broncos work here in the half court. Entry pass down inside for LaPlante. Busher was there. Had a chance. Herman again, another 3, this time from the far corner, no good. Mid 30% free throw shooter on the season, so she can certainly make them, and she's the most consistent they have in that category for sure. 0 for 2 in the opening minute and a half of this one. Far side Sample, she'll go to the elbow. Working back out, near side for Buell. Broncos man-to-man. The confidence Spring Hill's built up here on a 9-game winning streak against familiar foes. And this is just another one. High school basketball season is about 20 games. There is 20 games in the regular season. Here's a 3 from Sample. No good. Rebound Suter. And here come the Broncos. 20 games, and if you can have a winning streak that's half that season, you are doing pretty good. That would be the case here if they get a win tonight. Busher moves to the middle of the lane. No good. Loose ball. Gets her own rebound. Herman's third 3. That one's no good. Island's got the green light here tonight from the three-point range. It's just not falling. 5:45 to go first quarter. No score. Far side controlled by Buell for the Bonner Springs Braves. Long possession here in the half court for Leslie. Taking off the left side. Good block by Lizzie Suter. Suter's going to draw Pierston Leslie, and she's going to be their catalyst here out on the edge. And Suter does her part in that case. Here's a 3 from Lizzie Suter. Good. Lizzie Suter will drop in the first bucket of the ball game. Nearly 2 minutes into it, nearly 3 minutes into it, rather. And the Broncos will have their first lead of the game. First lead for anybody. Sample, top of the key for Leslie. Move over right side. 3 on the way from Buell. Good. Lake and Buell, the other senior in that starting lineup, answers it right back. 3-3. Suter. Entry to Busher. Steps around on that left side. Gets to the rim. Shot up, no good. Lots of contact, no foul. There's LaPlante. She'll put it up and in. Anna LaPlante, a good board and a bucket. Goes back in front. 4:20 to go, approaching the midway point of this first quarter. Buell able to shake off Bond out at half court. That had numbers. The third block shot of the quarter by the Broncos. That time it's Isla Herman coming up the near side for Bond. Pass into Busher. Suter at the free throw line. Steps into one little runner on the way. Catches the iron, no good. Busher with the rebound. Another put up with lots of contact. Sydney has to make shots with people's arms on it. It's a law. Good continuation there by Buell, but just missed a bunny. Rebound cleared out of there by Busher once again. Bond at the elbow, step through, little runner with the right hand, good. Nice, confident take there by Addie Bond. And the Broncos lead by 4. 3:33 to play, first quarter. Near side, Pierston Leslie working against Suter. Try to screen off of her. They got the switch and a mismatch, perhaps down to the paint with Suter. And they'll switch back. Near side, Sample. Back over to Leslie. She'll step back. A deep three off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Sample, though. She'll put it up. That one's no good. And a rebound by LaPlante. Hand off Busher. To Herman. Now Busher's got to track that one down. Able to do so, just barely. More contact on Sydney Busher. And a missed opportunity there for the Braves. Coach Leslie wants a timeout. We'll take it. We'll take our first 30 of the game. The 7-3 Broncos on top. 2:53 to play first quarter. You're watching Bronco basketball.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Back at her, Bonner Springs High School. BJ Harris along with you. Just under 3 minutes to go first quarter. Broncos in front 7-3. Had an opportunity to add to that on a steal going the other way, and Herman put it a little too far. If that was just a little bit more on the money, it would have been an easy layup by Busher, but here we are now. Far side, Emily Morton into the ball game for Bonner Springs. Also into the game, Addison Thompson. Thompson had it, kicked back outside. Leslie for 3, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Busher. She'll be a double-digit boards by the end of the first quarter at this rate. Broncos have already got 3 blocked shots. They've also 1 out of 4 from three-point range here in this fourth quarter. Here's Herman, rather. Isla Herman getting her own shot off the dribble that time. She's got those three-point attempts this time, money from the paint. Broncos on a 6-0 run. Samble pull up at the free throw line. Off the glass, no good. All purple jerseys in there. Callie Rodden into the ball game along with Aubrey Meter for Spring Hill. Here's Herman on the near side. Give away to Meter. Meter's got a handle. She'll dribble in. Little 10-foot bunny from the paint, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Buell for Bonner Springs. Minute 49 to go first quarter. Broncos in control. Leslie push up with the left hand. Boy, they've missed a lot of shots close. If those go down, this is a much different situation right now as Bonner's getting to the rim. They're just not going through the hole. Here's Herman trying to scoop that one through to Busher. Suter, deep 2 on the way, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Lizzie Suter came to play. She's got 5 first quarter points. And the Broncos have an 8-0 run. 7-0 run. 8-0 run, rather. Minute 16 to play, first quarter. Samble trying to take Herman to the baseline. Good defense there by Isla. Kick back outside for Thompson. Moving around near side, Leslie. Pierston Leslie, the 5'10 senior, trying to attack from the top. She'll have to give it off for Morton. Entry pass down inside, off the hands of Thompson, out of bounds. Broncos defense is good, up and really tight, and forcing Bonner to really consider every pass. That defense just needs to turn to points down the other end of the floor. Broncos are at it. Coach Hussey, you can maybe hear her in the background. Let's go. Under a minute. She wants to score a couple times, perhaps. Busher. Forced down inside and intercepted. Good heads-up play there by Morton. Now another loose ball. Leslie comes out of there with it. She'll dish. Shot up and good. Stops an 8-0 run. And that's Nilgis with the bucket. 11-5.
You know, it's a good mindset to have as a coach to always score like within a minute. I mean, it's so easy to take the the clock all the way down, but
they could have. They've had a couple of possessions now, and here's the Broncos with it. Busher at the elbow. That's where she wants to be. Suter wants another three, maybe standing on the line. No good. There's Rodden there, loose ball, but gathered up, and now Callie going to get called for the foul. Our first foul of the quarter with 13.3 seconds to play.
Her first personal.
we'll say next year we won't be seeing much of just taking it all the way down because we'll have the shot clock.
Yep.
Next year. But
don't forget, set your clocks for this Friday as we wrap up the regular season. Homecoming action from Spring Hill High School as the Broncos take on Ottawa. Pre-game coverage around 5:45. Tip-off at 6 o'clock from Spring Hill High School. Final seconds in the first quarter of this one. Here's a three. No good. On the take by Nilges. And at the buzzer, that doesn't count as a shot. That might have been the fourth block shot of the quarter. 11-5. Broncos had an 8-0 run in that first quarter. We'll see if they can keep it going when we come back after this. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strodio Orthodontics.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eleven to 5 as we head into the second quarter of this one. Spring Hill Broncos on the road here at Bonner Springs. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo. Broncos had an 8-0 run in that first quarter after it was tied 3-3. They grew that lead to 11-3. Bonner able to hit a bucket late in the quarter to make it the score it is right now. Here we go to the second quarter. Bonner with the basketball, moving from right to left. Controlled out there high by Buell. All the way back out to midcourt. Leslie has to handle it. She'll go past Suter, foul, and a bucket. That's a pretty good start for Bonner. And Pierston Leslie with the bucket and the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Foul's called on Lizzie Suter, her first. That ball had gotten poked out and was all the way out at half court, and that space that it was created by that gave her some room to move, and Leslie certainly able to get to the rim if she gets some of that space, completes the three-point play as well. 11-8. Low scoring, one possession game. Busher, you have to score. Push over to Herman. Herman, baseline, little runner. Nice look at that one. Confident take by Isla Herman. She's got 4.
Basket by Isla Herman.
That actually stops a little bit of a run by Bonner. 7:16 to go first half. Kirsten Leslie with it. She'll kick back out. Thompson's got to track it down. Give way to Buell. Buell, good defense by Bond. Cleared out to Morton. Will reset with Leslie near side. Malgis. Bonner's patient in the half court. They'll shorten this game. Good defense by Suter. Herman the beneficiary. 2-on-2 with Herman and Busher. Good defense in transition by Bonner to keep that from being an easy one. Near side Bond. She'll attack. Kick. Here's LaPlante. It was good transition defense to keep an easy bucket for the Broncos. Busher going to push through. Again, no foul on the contact. Never seen anything quite like it as it pertains to that particular player. I have a theory that I've developed. And I don't know if it's right or not, but I think the left-handedness of her and the attack from the left is so abnormal to most officials. I think sometimes they're out of position. I think they don't anticipate perhaps that there's going to be contact on that side of the block because so many attempts are from the near side or the right side block, because that's when most players are right-handed. I'm trying to find an answer for the why that one player consistently gets fouled without any fouls called. It doesn't make any sense. And we've seen it at a very big level in that Top Gun tournament where it almost had an impact on the game in a triple overtime thriller. This is going to be very difficult for her not to get this bucket. Up with the left hand and good. Busher's first bucket created on the defensive end of the floor. Broncos lead at 15-8. They've led by as many as 7 twice now. Aubrey Meter shot up, no good, but she is fouled, and Meter will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Aubrey not a ton of trips to the free throw line this year, but around 45% on the season. And Meter had a good game, had 6 points the other night to add to the 36 from Busher and Herman. And the first one's no good. She was 4 of 6 the other night, was Meter in that one from the free throw line. She'll leave the first one out there. Trying to make this the largest lead of the game. And she does. This is the first, made the second, 16-8. Another Busher steal. Tight defense in that length. She'll bounce pass. Good look. Aubrey Meter. Nice team basketball right there from the Broncos. And it's a double-digit lead for Spring Hill. Foul on the other end. Busher's going to get called for it. Trying to take a charge. It'll be her first, team foul number 3 on the Broncos. LaPlante checks out. Rodden back in for Spring Hill. Meter, Busher, Bond, Rodden, and Suter on the floor for the Broncos. Inbound to Leslie, out high, working against Lizzie Suter. Crossover. Trying to get something. Boy, that is a off-balance shot, and she kissed that glass enough to get it to go, and the foul. Leslie with her second opportunity to step to the free throw line for an and one in this quarter.
What a shot.
Her first personal. Kirsten Leslie at the line, shooting 1.
And Leslie had a chance to have her second and one in this quarter, and she does. Keeping pace with the Broncos, 18-11 is your score. Long pass to Suter in the near side corner. Back through Busher. Little jab step, now she'll go left, slide through. Off balance shot, up and good.
Basket by Sydney Busher.
Anticipating the contact and able to keep enough balance to get that one to go. She's got 4. Broncos' largest lead now is 9. Oh, and they led by 10 rather a minute ago. And Leslie going to hold it out here. Bonner works out of that half court and will take these possessions deep into it. They just haven't been able to finish. Kirsten Leslie wants to get in on it. There's a reason why. And they better get a handle on her. She has got 9 points in this quarter and kind of single-handedly keeping them in it. Trying to answer back on the three-point shot. Aubrey Meter is fouled, and Aubrey will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 1 out of 2 on the night just a moment ago. Neal just picks up her first personal foul. I believe just the second personal on, or second team rather, on Bonner. 4:32 to go first half. Meter. First one no good. Missed that one as well. Aubrey been to the free throw line now twice in this quarter. Just 1 out of 4 from the stripe here to squander away this three-point opportunity here. Good way to dial it back in for Aubrey Meter. She's got 4 second quarter points. 21-14. Better get a hand on Kirsten Leslie. Suter's got her duty and usually can keep them pretty quiet on the primary score. Baseline, shot up, no good on the take by Nalgis. Rebound pulled out of there by Thompson. She looks to go put it back out, stripped out of her hands. Loose ball, rolled out of bounds. Last touch by Meter for the Broncos. And it will stay with Bonner Springs.
Do you think your Leslie could do this back in the day?
She likes to talk about how she was a basketball player.
I have to say it.
I think it was a college rec team.
Nice.
But
Calls on Kelly Rodden, her second personal. Madison Thompson on the line, shooting 2.
Madison Thompson at the free throw line, shooting for Bonner Springs. That foul was called on Rodden, her second. And Thompson misses the first free throw as well. Avery Feeback going to check into the ball game. Emery Feeback going to check into the ball game. Avery westbound for the 5A State Wrestling Tournament. Wish all those kids best luck. Got a good contingency headed out there for them, Spring Hill. Sent them out that way today. Dump off inside, another turnover by the Broncos. They just not value the basketball much on the offensive end of the floor. And lucky that one's coming back their way. Suter to inbound for the Broncos. To Meter on the baseline. Dump off inside for Feeback. She'll kick back to Meter. Quickly, Herman, dump off. Busher got past. Good, strong hands from Herman. Shot no good. Feeback's there for the rebound and can't hold out of bounds. .329 to go first half. Broncos holding on, but they don't get a hand in Leslie's face again, and you got to guard her. I'm not sure exactly how they're able to get her so much space, but she has single-handedly kept them in this game in this second quarter. She has all their points in this second quarter. 21-17, back to a 4-point game. How about add 2 more? Yep. Coach might be about 2 possessions late on getting that one called to get an answer for Pierston Leslie, as she has all their points here in this second quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 30. We're back in 30 seconds. It's a 2-point game here in Bonner.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
21-19, a 2-point game.
Looking at the wrong side of the court.
It was a 10-point game, 18-8, and since that point, they have outscored the Broncos 11-3. Here's one from Meter, no good. And another empty frame for the Bronco offense. They have gone ice cold and have allowed Bonner to make this a game. Again, at one point it was 18-8. Kind of felt like things were going all in the favor of the Broncos, and it's pretty much stopped from that, and that's because of that girl that had the ball a moment ago. Entry pass, Feeback, going to get called for that one over the back. But Pierston Leslie held scoreless in the first quarter, and since then, she's got 14 points in this quarter. And that's it. That's their 14 points in this quarter.
Addison Thompson at the line.
They trailed 11-5 after one. And now Thompson trying to get on the board as well. She's 0 for 2 from the stripe. Now 0 for 3 from the charity line is Addison Thompson, 5'10 sophomore. Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up in just a little bit. We'll recap this first half and talk about that boys game coming up on the backside of our doubleheader. Thompson missed it again. Lucky for the Broncos, they've left a few out there. Otherwise, we'd have ourselves a tie ball game. Herman needs a bucket. Nyla, attack. Step through, lots of contact, and they do get it. And that's just going to be the third foul, however, on Bonner. So on the floor.
Fouls on Addison Thompson.
Thompson picks up her first. Team 3. Metered inbound for the Broncos underneath their own basket. Inbound Busher over the top, shot up, got a little contact again, shot no good. Loose ball, Meter comes away with it. Aubrey needs some help. She'll kick out Suter quickly around. Herman open, look at another 3 on the way. Off the glass and good. Isla Herman. She's got 7 of the Broncos. Break a little bit of a scoring drought. 24-19, back to a 5-point game. 2:04 to play in this first half. Herman matched up with Sambold, kept her pretty quiet. They'll switch up in the post. Leslie get a hand on her face. Feedback came out there to help. Well, there's a walk. Probably got away with one there, did Nile just. Back over to Sambold, 149. All this movement can give Leslie a chance to get into the open court. Broncos making them work for it here. 1:35 to go first half. Sambold for 3. No good. Missed badly. Rebound pulled out by Herman. Broncos have numbers 3-on-2. Herman going to keep some contact. Little 5-foot bunny in the lane. No good. Missed it. Suter's there for the rebound. Lizzie trying to fight out of contact, and they will finally call a jump ball. And that will be in favor of the Broncos. Boy, Herman would like to have that one back.
Possession arrow favors Spring Hill.
Broncos, though, will keep it here with 1:22 to go first half. Meter. Inbound Busher slid past him. Shot up. No good.
He does.
They missed that one. Nobody knows. It's going to stay with the Broncos, though, with 1:17. Meter once again to inbound. Get it in. Busher, and now Sydney will earn finally a trip to the free throw line. Busher just with 4 points. All in this second quarter. Now she'll go to the stripe.
Fouls on Chastity.
Not a 50% free throw shooter on the season.
Sydney Busher at the line, shooting 2.
First one's no good. $1:16 to go. In this first half, first quarter was super fluid. Second quarter's been a little slower. Busher able to battle back. Again, 50%. Almost every trip to the free throw line goes like that. This first makes second. That's all right. We'll take it. 5 points for her. 25 for the game for the Broncos. Back in front by 6. Sambold. Suter's tightened up a little bit on Pierston Leslie. Move out right side. Nile just give away Morton. And a timeout going to be taken by
Bonner Springs.
Coach Peyton Leslie will take it. We'll take it along with him. 25-19 your score. Broncos in front by 6. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Final minute of this first half. You're seeing 8.8 on the clock. It's actually 58.8. Now you know. Good steal on the inbound. And a double dribble going to be called on Meter after she made a brilliant defensive play coming out of the break. That's what Coach Husson not overly thrilled with how that all went down. 50 seconds to play. Broncos had a good chunk of the momentum. This girl took a bunch of it back. Thompson shot up. No good. Good defense by Meter just to get in the hands up in the face of that one. Rebound by Feeback. Here comes Herman. Through Meter. Back to Meter. Just inside three-point range. 2. Oh, good. And just missed it. Thought maybe that was tipped, but it's going to go back to Bonner Springs with 32 seconds to play. Seconds. Buell working against Meter. Meter, tough on-ball defense. Sambull has to track that one down, 18 seconds. Beat her all over the place, and it did. She was calling that on the way out of bounds. You can tell, high cerebral kid in Aubrey Meter, after she knocked that one, she was telling him that went off her hand. And lucky, he saw it as well. Broncos will get one final shot at it perhaps here in the final 10 seconds of this first half. Feedback at the foul line. Meter, she'll look baseline. And a foul going to be called. That'll send Aubrey Meter to the free throw line as well, as that's the 5th foul on Bonner. Should be.
Fouls on Chastity Sample. Her second personal.
Meter's been to the line quite a bit here in this second quarter. 3 times. 2 out of 6. Actually been there twice. So one of those was a 3-point attempt, so 2 out of 5. Comes the first of these 2. No good. Free throw shooting, certainly something the Broncos will want to work on in the offseason. That's probably the most glaring deficiency, top to bottom. And frankly, I've watched quite a bit of high school here of late, and that's pretty consistent. Able to battle back, though, Meter. She's got 5 points here in this second quarter, 26-19 Broncos. Another one, Busher trying to throw one up. They're going to get a foul at the buzzer. Well, you can go almost an entire half without calling a foul against her, but the last whistle before halftime will do just that. And we got untimed shots here from Sydney Busher. She was just trying to get that one off and able to do so. And it's a nice little momentum burst going to the halftime locker room. They got to stay on the floor. Do the Braves.
Sydney Busher at the line, shooting 2.
Busher knocks down the first one. Sydney 2 out of 3 on the night now from the charity stripe. 6 points here in this second quarter. So the Broncos are leading scored 20 points a night nearly. Just 6 first half points, but they'll take a 8-point lead to the locker room. Could have been more maybe, could have been less perhaps. We'll see. We'll talk more about it when we come back and recap it here on the halftime show. We'll kick off the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Come back, look at your halftime numbers, recap this first half, talk about that boys game as well, maybe look at the schedule coming up here as we are in the final week of the 2023-24 high school basketball season. Broncos at halftime lead it 27-19. We'll talk about it next on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Welcome back out here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected, to protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. Well, here's how things stand as of right now. The Broncos lead at 27-19. You see that score on your board. And here's how we got to where we are. Broncos would lead early 3-0. We'd have one tie, 3-3. Broncos would not relinquish the lead, however. They would get the lead to 5-3, and that would actually start an 8-0 run in the first quarter. A bucket by Nile just late in the quarter would stop that 8-0 run, but the Broncos would lead 11-5 after one. We go into the second quarter. Broncos start the second quarter and really look like they're starting to take control of this game, led by as many as 10. When they led 18-8, but from that point on, it's been pretty even. And all of that, and I'm not being facetious here, all of that has been Kirsten Leslie as she scored all 14 of their second quarter points. Otherwise, this thing may be out of hand by this point, but she's able to keep them in it. Down by 8 here at halftime, but 14 second quarter points, nearly outscoring the Broncos as a team. They had 16 in the second quarter, and that was the difference in this one, why it's not a much bigger lead for the Broncos here at halftime, 27-19. Let's take a look at your halftime numbers. I mentioned the 14 for Kirsten Leslie. She leads all scores. 3 points from Lakin Buell and 2 points from Emily Nalgis. For the Broncos, 6 girls in the scorebook, so that's good. 7 points from Isla Herman. And she's starting out kind of cold from three-point range. She did dial it in the second quarter and get one to fall. 6 points from Sydney Busher, 5 points from Lizzie Suter, 5 points from Aubrey Meter. And then 2 points from Addie Bond, 2 points from Anna LaPlante for the Broncos, who lead it here at the break, 27-19. We do have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. We'll talk more about that when we come back as the Bronco boys taking a 3-game winning streak into this matchup with a good Bonner Springs team. We'll talk about that next. We continue the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Back at it one more time on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo here from Bonner Springs. Bronco girls lead. Halftime score right there you see on your screen, 27-19. You have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. Mentioned the Bronco boys riding high coming into this one. They've really turned things around here of late. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, including a 3-game winning streak. They've only lost once here in the month of February. And really going back to the midway point of the season, kind of that turnaround time, the Broncos have won 6 out of their last 9. And one of those was an overtime loss at Harrisonville, so really could have won 7 out of the last 9. I mean, kudos to the Broncos for making some adjustments. Competition has changed just a little bit. You get into the Frontier League, those are going to be a little bit more winnable. Played a tough schedule early on in the year and then got into their tournament. That's when things kind of turned around for them. Broncos have 3 overtime losses on their schedule as well. So you take those 3 losses, this is a much different situation here for the Broncos coming to this one. They'll be taking on Bonner Springs. It comes in at 12-6. Bonner 5-1 in the Frontier League as well coming into this one. And here we go. Second half action about to get underway in this one. The girls action coming out of the timeout in the halftime. 27-19, Broncos up by 8. They've led by as many as 10. It's been tied one time when it was 3-3. 14 points from Pierston Leslie helped keep pace. And now a foul going to be called, I think, on Bond.
Fouls on Abby Bond.
Bond gets called for her first personal foul. Nearly a turnover on the inbound for Bonner. That's a walk. Got away with one probably. Here's Samble. Top of the key, working against Herman. Samble, good take. Chastity Samble, her first bucket of the ball game. 27-21. Good move by LaPlante. High off the glass with the left hand on the right side. That was a nifty play by Anna LaPlante. 29-28, back to an 8-point game. You feel like the Broncos could get the floodgates going a little bit, and it's going to take everything Bonner might have, and number 2 might need to go off some more. And Pierston Leslie. Buell give way to Love. Now here is Leslie, up and under, good defense. Suter was there. LaPlante, long pass up in front for Herman. Isla will slow it down, didn't have the numbers. Here's Bond. She'll work off near side, trying to go backside. Busher lucky to handle. City trying to get one to roll in, lots of bouncing. Able to go. Busher held quiet, fairly quiet offensively. Scoreless in the first quarter. She picked up 6 in the second quarter, and then has her first bucket of this second half. Broncos back to their largest lead of 10. They're hassling Bonner all the way up the floor. And now a timeout going to be taken by Coach Leslie. He wants a 4. We'll take it. We're back at 30 seconds. Broncos lead by 10.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
(31-21) Broncos up by 10. Good start to this second half for the Broncos. Again, 12-6 on the year coming to this one. 7-1 in the Frontier League with legit chance for a Frontier League championship on the girls' side of things. A big win last Friday against Eudora to get the split over them. Bonner 3-2 in the Frontier League, 8-10 on this year as well. But the Broncos right now in control. Bonner basketball as we come out of the break as well. Get it in for Thompson. And back off to Buell. There's another forced turnover by the Broncos. Suter, and then they give it right back to Leslie. She'll go up and under. Missed it. And loose ball, last touched by Spring Hill. It'll stay with Bonner. Kirsten Leslie to inbound for the Braves. Wish I did. Samble, near side, over to Morton. Now Leslie. Suter's got to come out and get a hand on her. They'll switch to Busher. Now Thompson. Baseline, try to attack Buell. Shot up and good. Lincoln Buell, her second bucket of the ball game. She had a 3 in the first quarter. They're just kind of not going away. LaPlante trapped down on the low block. Kick back outside for Herman and reset. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Broncos, continuous 8-point lead. Lizzie Suter for 3, caught and rolled around. LaPlante's there. She gets tackled to the ground.
Wow.
And I was waiting for a foul call. Thankfully, it did come. A little banged up, I think, is Thompson on that play for Bonner Springs. She's going to be called for the foul as well, so a little insult to injury perhaps for Addison Thompson. It'll be her second. Team foul number 1 of this second half. 5:21 to go in the third quarter. It'll be Bronco basketball to inbound from underneath their own basket. Bond to do so. Throw it in deep for Suter. Quickly down into LaPlante. Stripped out of her hands by Leslie. She has been a pain for the Broncos. Herman earned that foul as Buell takes it in there. She'll go to the stripe for her first free throws. Herman picks up her first personal foul. And it's team number, foul number 2. It's actually Herman's second foul.
line shooting 2.
That'll send Buell to the free throw line. Bonner hasn't shot a ton of free throws. In fact, the first of the second half for them, they've only had 6 attempts, 2 out of 6 as a team. And that time she will get it to go for Buell. Out goes LaPlante. In comes Callie Rodden for the Broncos. Buell to shoot her second. Missed it. Rebound pulled out of there by Rodden. Broncos need to attack the rim a little bit. Haven't been overly aggressive offensively. They've really packed it down inside, which is the game plan against the Broncos. They'll get it to Busher, near side. Off the glass, gets the roll up and good. Another off-balance shot with contact. Busher's in double figures now with 10. 33-24. Far side, Sample. Say it for Bonner Springs. They run their offense and get looks like that one off of it. Lake and Buell. And it looks like it's going to be Buell that's going to step up here in this quarter. Before it was Leslie. She had 14. Now Buell 6 points here in this third quarter. Baseline runner, Herman, and a charge going to be called on Isla to boot. That's a tough one. Her third.
Calls on Isla Herman, her third personal.
Huh. So Isla's going to have to check out with those 3 fouls here, not even to the midway point of this third quarter. That's a problem for the Broncos. 33-27. Braves not going quietly into the night on their home court as we're approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Thompson answered back after being banged up a little bit. Buell to the runner, baseline, no good. Rebound, Busher. Broncos need points. Halfway point of the third quarter. Bond. Out to Suter. Dump off for Rodden. She'll face. Back to Bond. Force one into the elbow for Busher. Steps through. They're going to get her for a walk, I think. It looked weird. I'm not entirely sure if it was a travel, but it looked odd. Broncos going to match up the floor. Margot Todd into the ball game for Spring Hill. Matching up with Buell down the floor. 3:33 to go, third quarter. They'll shorten this game as well with how long they'll hold it in half court. Limited possessions. Buell for 3, no good off the heel. Good effort to fight for it. Last touched by Suter for Spring Hill. So tough break there against the Broncos. It'll stay with Bonner Springs. Subs in for the Braves. Emily Nile just checks back in. Out goes Thompson and Buell. Also into the game for Bonner, Cameron Love. Meter is in every pass lane. She wanted that one to be off of Bonner. She was calling that one too. She got the last one right, but she was calling as it was going out of bounds. They didn't give her this one. They'll get it out of Sandball around midcourt. Good quick hands by Lizzie Suter. I mentioned the open. The Bronco defense, if the offense isn't coming, the defense typically is going to allow them to stay in these games. That's really been the catalyst here over the last 9 games or so. If the offensive output's not there, they're going to limit the other team's chances as well, and that's been the case here in this one. Just a couple of players have gone off for little stretches that have kept this thing close. She's one of them. At midcourt, Broncos have an answer. Back outside Sandball. Good defense by Todd. They'll reset with Nilgis. Morton. Back over to Leslie. Long possession again. Good defense by Meter. If that goes in, it's crazy. Good rebound by Todd. Shaw outlet. Here comes Suter. Broncos take advantage of these numbers. Easy one for Busher. Maybe one extra dribble too many, but a high shot off the glass. Good. And Sydney Busher starting to feel it a little bit. She's got 6 third quarter points, 12 for the ball game. 35-27. Back to an 8-point game. Broncos have led by as many as 10 twice. Once in the first half, once in the second half. Tie up, should be a jump ball. They're going to call foul though. They get Suter, her second.
Her second personal.
Team foul number 4. Thompson back in along with Buell. Out goes Sample along with Morton for Bonner Springs. 2:18 to go, third quarter. Kind of lockstep here in the third quarter. Nobody's taken serve yet. Baseline, Leslie, lots of contact. I'd be going nuts right now if I was Bonner Springs broadcaster, but it was a tough one. And Coach Leslie's not liking it either. He's got plenty to argue about. The lack of consistency on foul calling in the paint has been the only consistent part of officiating this year. It's dealer's choice on what's a foul inside the block. Here's Leslie. Off far side. Little drive, good take. Contact and the foul for Nilgis. Nilgis is her second bucket, but it's an and one opportunity. A chance to pull Bonner Springs back to within 5.
Fouls on Margot Todd.
Todd picks up her first personal foul.
Emily Nilgis at the line, shooting 1.
Team foul number 5, so they'll be shooting last minute 52 of this third quarter. On any foul, will Bonner Springs. Bonner just with 1 team foul for them. And Nilgis gets the and one. 1:52 in this third quarter. Meter will bring it up the floor for Spring Hill. Near side for Todd. Dump off inside Busher. Sydney working, kick, back to Todd. They'll reset it, Meter. Dump off into Rodden, kick, Suter. Callie Rodden, good post move too, and the foul. Callie Rodden, a spark. And not afraid to take that one to the rim. They hedged her on the outside, and she found that baseline and finished her first bucket of the ball game, a big one, and a chance to turn it into 3. And she's a good free throw shooter, is Rodden. (38-30). Broncos up by 8, just kind of maintaining this. It was a 8-point game at half. Here's a runner in the lane, no good by Buell. Rebound by Rodden, doing it on the other end of the floor as well. Outlet to Meter. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. Suter. They have basically triple team. There's definitely double and help. Meter. Off the glass, no good. Busher with the rebound. Straight back up, shot no good. Rodden crashing the boards. And pulled out of there by Buell. Helped out by Sample. Love, rather. Less than a minute to go, third quarter. Far side, Sample. Near side, Buell. 37 seconds to go, third quarter. Dump off, good look for Love. Shot no good, but she is fouled. And they're just so patient in that half court. When they get their entry pass, this is going to be the results. It's a lot of the reason the team fouls are lopsided. They're getting the looks they want. They haven't always been effective, and they've missed some close shots up close in the first half, but it has allowed them to stay in it. And Love will knock down the first one. Her first bucket of the ball game. Well, the Broncos found the answer for Pierston Leslie so far. They've gone through a quarter here almost, and she still has just those 14 points in the second quarter. If that pattern stays, watch out for the fourth quarter. Cameron Love made both shots. Back to a 6-point game, 38-32. Final 30 seconds. Rodden in the high post. Back over to Bond. Catch. She'll look baseline. Back to Callie. She'll put on the deck and lost it. Picked up by Buell. Stripped it out of her hands by Busher. Still a loose ball. Hot potato situation, and Thompson comes out of there with it. Leslie near side. 10 seconds to play. Suter tightens up on her. Races her to the baseline. Forces her out. There's a good look at one, though, from Buell. No good. Still knocked around, and that's the final shot of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. 6-point game. Bonner actually cut into the lead by 2 points in that third quarter. We'll see what happens in the fourth when we return in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Here we go, fourth quarter action from Spring Hill, or from Bonner Springs rather. Spring Hill Broncos against Bonner Springs here in the first of 2 games tonight in our basketball doubleheader. We head to the fourth. Broncos with the lead. They have not trailed in this game, but man, Bonner is not going away. Here's Suter, baseline jumper, good. Lizzie Suter. Be Johnny on the spot. Her had 5 first quarter points. That's just her first bucket of this second half, but she's got 7. Never trailed and led by as many as 10. But Bonner not going to let it get any beyond that. Sambull. Over to Thompson. Move through over to the near side for Buell. They get a switch. Buell probably has an advantage against LaPlante. She wants to take her baseline. They're going to pull it back out. Just trying to create some space for Leslie. They haven't been able to do that. Morton. Broncos, you just kind of need to hold serve here. They will shorten this game. These long possessions really limit how many possessions you do have. That's part of the reason for the low score here. Bronco defense tightening up here in the half court. Long possession, already over a minute into it. And Buell reset. Herman goes to get right on top of it. Isla's got to be careful playing with 3 fouls. Can't play too tight on defense. Somehow Leslie gets open. Shot no good though. Man, missed an easy one. A rare miss there. Herman up in front court. Isla has to stop it. Into the paint. Busher. Face. She'll drive. Kick. Suter. Another long 2. Good. Lizzie Suter drops in another bucket. She's got 9. And the Broncos lead now, their largest lead, matching it, of 10. It's been tied once at 3-3. Broncos have led the duration. But now is when it counts. Sambull working against Herman. Over to Morton. Threw it away. I think the on-ball defense by Busher swatted at it, got her a little uncomfortable. She said, go, take it, get it out of here before I give it up. And good break for the Bronco defense. Turn it into points. Try to have your largest lead here in this fourth quarter would be huge. Bond to the elbow. Backside LaPlante. High off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled out there by Thompson. And jump ball. Nice, smart play there by Sydney Busher, tangling up with Thompson. And it will be an alternating possession in favor of Bonner Springs with 5:32 to go in the ball game.
You know what? A 10-point lead is nothing to like sneeze at.
No,
really,
yeah,
it's not. I mean,
especially in a low-scoring game like this, that's a big one. Now Broncos defense, another jump ball. That jump ball by Busher, how big is it now? Because this one goes back in favor of the Broncos. Good effort there by Herman. Now the Broncos can be deliberate as well in the half court now if you're Spring Hill with this lead. Don't have to force any shots. Don't have to force it even down inside. And that was a late, delayed call, and Sydney's like, thank you. They're going to get that on Thompson, her third.
Fouls on Addison Thompson.
Or fourth, rather.
Fourth personal.
She'll have to check out. In will come Love for Bonner. Bronco basketball with 5:23 to go in the game. Inbound to Busher. And tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos. Bond to get it inbound. Deep to Herman. Suter, dump off to LaPlante. Back outside Herman. Trying to drive through, pull up, 10-footer on the way, just off the heel. There's Busher, though. Great position for Sydney. And the finish. He's got 14 points in the game. Largest lead of the now is 12 for Spring Hill. Buell blocked by LaPlante. Oof. She will get called for the foul. It was pretty cool looking.
Fouls on Anna LaPlante, her first personal.
LaPlante's got her first team foul, number 1 of this fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go in the game. Buell at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one caught the iron, caught the front. Didn't go in. She's at 1 out of 3 now on the night. Her points coming in that third quarter, able to help them keep pace with 6 third-quarter points for Buell. Trying to get her first free throw. Missed them both. Rebound Busher. Sydney definitely going to be double-double category as well. She's averaging that on the season. At the free throw line, Herman, another open look at a 3. Suter, dump off, good. Way to reverse it. Busher, good move again. They're starting to lose track of Sydney Busher. 10 points in the second half. Give her 16 for the game. Now leads all scorers.
That was a quick series. They seemed to be knowing what they were going to do with the ball.
You're right. Absolutely.
A lot of times you see, like, especially in the higher level of basketball, you seem like those, especially like in the NBA or WNBA, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
with their passes and everything like that. It's very fascinating to watch, honestly.
Yeah, and that play was try to reverse it to get to the weak side of the defense, and once they did, you can get that entry pass down into Busher. It's going to be hard to stop for the other team. Foul called on the floor against Spring Hill. Call on Rodden, her third. Team foul number 2. Emily Niles just going to check into the ball game, or Neil just rather going to check in, the 5'9" freshman. Has 5 points in the game. She replaces Buell. Catch and fire for Sample, 3 no good. Missed it badly. Rebound not necessary as it goes out of bounds back to the Broncos. And so this, I'd said it not that long ago, you just kind of felt like eventually we're going to be able to grow on this lead. It couldn't quite put away Bonner, and now starting to pour it on them a little bit here in this fourth quarter. See if they can keep it going as we've just passed the midway point of the fourth. Busher near side baseline. Double comes from Thompson. Kick back outside. Here's a 3 from Herman. Just missed it. Isla been off a little bit from deep in this one. She's got 1 3 on 4 attempts. That's 25%, Caden.
Good math.
3:25 to go in the ball game. Herman has done a nice job. That's kind of what I think has been the biggest difference keeping Leslie quiet is the putting Herman on her. I think earlier in the game, Suter had drawn her, and Isla's length has really limited Pierston Leslie in this one in the second half, as she had those 14 points in the second quarter, nothing here in the second half. We'll see if that changes with Herman off the floor. And Suter, I think, will get back on Leslie. There it is, Suter with the steal on the inbounds. Good, smart play there from Lizzie Suter. Bond will bring it across the timeline now with 3:11 to play in the ball game. High post for Busher. Lots of contact. Good pass from Sydney Busher.
Wow.
In the finish by Callie Rodden. That's a nice assist. Rodden's got 5 second-half points. The Broncos continue to add to their largest lead now. Now up to 16. Sambol, shot good. Good take by Chastity Sambol. She's got 4 points. That stops an 8-0 run by the Broncos. As Bonner would get the first, that was to be the first bucket of the fourth quarter for Bonner, and so that breaks an 8-0 run to start this fourth quarter for Spring Hill.
Sydney, you should the line.
Actually a 10-0 run that dates back to the third quarter. And now Busher a chance to get it from the free throw line. 3 out of 5 on the night from the stripe for Sydney Busher. 17 points. Rebound pulled out by Morton for Bonner Springs. 49-34. There's a 3 by Sample, no good. Good position by Rodden, and then last touch by Morton. Broncos maybe get a fortunate bounce of the ball there. We have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. We'll have our Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show, reset the scene, and get back out here for the boys action. As that should be a good one as well. Broncos riding a 3-game winning streak. Free throw line, Bond, shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out by Sample. And then nearly stolen away by Busher, but she'll relent. Out of bounds, thrown away. Meter hassling Sample up the floor and maybe force that turnover. Bonner's lost a little bit of their mojo here in the last couple of minutes of this one. Bond push work. Up off into Busher. Kick outside. Suter wants a 3 on the way. Good. Lizzie Suter having a game offensively. She has got 7 fourth quarter points. Give her 12 for the game. Lizzie Suter averages 3.6 a night. Doing her part. Good defense. Busher making Niles just adjust her shot after it looked like she's going to have an open look at one. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Bonner with 1:40 to play. Lady Broncos well on their way to a 10th straight win. I mentioned in the open, had a rough outing in a single game against Lawrence High back in January and have not lost since. And that includes a Top Gun tournament championship over at Wellsville, mid-season tournament champions, and Bronco girls are going to be a tough out. And this young squad with
her second personal. Pearson Leslie at the line shooting 2.
LaPlante and Bond, really the only 2 seniors to contribute significantly on this team. And so another one will check in right here in Audrey Harris. Coach will call off the Dogs here with 1:22 to play. Suter will check out. Rodden, Bond, and Busher.
Timeout taken by Bonner.
And Coach Leslie going to do the same, I think, here likely in this timeout. 1:22 to play in the ball game. Broncos looking to win their 10th straight. We'll wrap this one up when we come back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Pierston, Leslie at the free throw line, knocks down the second. Ball knocked out of bounds. 1:15 to play here in this ball game. We've got the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Broncos it was kind of hold serve throughout the first 3 quarters, but this fourth quarter finally starting to break that serve, and now have brought in some subs and JV girls out on the floor. JV girls got a win earlier tonight against Bonner Springs, 58-29. kind of set the tone. The boys will have to bring up their end of the bargain here in just a little bit. Catching fire for Leslie on the way, no good. And she had a flurry, and even it was in the second quarter. It was in a short period of time. Long pass up in front, shot up, and good. Nice take there for Keely Schubert. Schubert, the sophomore, gets on the scorebook, and a good take, 54-36. Bonner has been limited to 2 points in this fourth quarter. Last touched by Bonner, out of bounds off of Milgis. 30 seconds to play. Peter slicing up the defense, just knocked down to the ground. Official called that one from deep. Saw it at the top of the key. It's just the third foul on Bonner. Leslie picks up her first personal. What could be the final possession of this game. Meter, little runner, baseline, up, just missed it. Rebound pulled out of there by Milgis, and then foul going to be called, I think, against Aubrey Meter. And that will be the fifth foul on the Broncos, and they'll be shooting. This would be an example of where this foul shooting thing at 5, this would have never gone to free throws. With 7 available, probably. Neal just at the line. 1 for 1 on the night. Prior to that one, just missed it. She's got 5 points for Bonner. It's not going to look close on the scoreboard. It's didn't never really feel all that close either, but it was for a good chunk of this game. Neal just knocks down the second one. But eventually, I said, it just felt like the floodgates could open at any time, and that is exactly what's happened here in the fourth quarter. Schubert with it, trapped on the far side. She needs to get rid of it, and held on to it just at the end. That's how this will end. 54-37, the Broncos win it, and again, 10 straight games. Broncos will take a head of steam into the final game of the regular season when we take on Ottawa on Friday for homecoming. We'll have that game for you. Pre-game coverage around 5:40. Tip-off 6 o'clock as the Broncos try to win out here in the regular season. They did their work here tonight. 54-37 winners over Bonner Springs. We'll talk about it next as we kick off the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. We'll talk more about that, recap this game, and start to set the scene for the boys' game when we return. Bronco girls win it. Final score, 54-37. We'll talk about it next on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
First Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo here as we wrap up things on the front side of our high school basketball doubleheader as the Bronco girls get the win here tonight, 54-37. Girls will move to 13-6 on the year. And like I had mentioned and mentioned a few times, I'll probably mention a few more times before I get out of here tonight, Bronco girls are on a tear. Dating back to their last loss was January 17th. And now they have won 10 in a row with one game remaining on the regular season schedule. We'll be back at home against Ottawa. Absolute Painting play of the game, from a fresh coat of paint to finishing your cabinets. They do it all. Get your summer paint project lined up now by calling for a free quote, 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And the play of the game, really, I think, for the Broncos was just getting Sydney Busher in a little bit of rhythm in that third quarter. She scored 6 third-quarter points. She scored 11 of her 17 in the second half, and kind of once they got going through her, there wasn't a ton of offensive output by anybody else either in the second half. And so I think that's our play of the game. So I'll give it our play of the game and our player of the game, brought to you by Sheriff Shrum Prudential Financial. And player of the game, that's a tough one, but achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today, 913-592-5573, and talk to Sheriff Shrum, a financial professional from Prudential Financial, Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And this is a tough one, but Lizzie Suter in that fourth quarter really poured them on, and then defensively was there. I know they had to make a switch for her, I think, guarding on Pearson Leslie, but Suter's presence was just known, and then hit some big shots. She had 2 threes in this game as well, and finished with, I think, probably a season-high 12 for Suter. And so that's our Sheriff Shrum Prudential Financial player of the game. Let's run through your final numbers here real quick. 14 points from Leslie for Bonner Springs, all coming in that second quarter. Other than that, 9 points from Lakin Buell, 6 points from Emily Nilgis, 4 points from Chastity Sample, and 2 points from Cameron Love, as they finished with 37. For the Broncos, 2 girls in double figures, 17 points from Sydney Busher, 12 points from Lizzie Suter, 7 points from Isla Herman, none in the second half. Isla got a little cold, just a little off sorts, got a little bit of foul trouble as well. 5 points from Aubrey Meter, 5 points from Callie Rodden, 4 points from Anna LaPlante, and 2 points from Kaylee Schubert, 2 points from Addie Bond. A just good team effort all the way around for the Bronco girls. Again, final score in this one, 54-37. Girls move to 13-6. Bonner falls to 8-11 on the year. Sydney Busher leading with 17 points in this one, certainly in double figures in rebounds as well, and right at her average basically for this ball game. She continues to do that. They're going to have chances certainly against Ottawa, and then perhaps into the sub-state as well. Final score again on the girls' side, 54-37. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, kick off the Comfort Designs Heating and Conditioning pregame show, set the scene for the boys, and get that one underway as the Broncos take on Bonner Springs Braves tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
GoBrolly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrolly.com to learn more.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
First Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carmajo, as we get our face fixed for this boys game. The backside of our basketball doubleheader is the Spring Hill Broncos coming in at 6-12, taking on the inverse 12-6 Bonner Springs Braves. Braves coming to this game having won 3 out of the last 4. They did drop one to DeSoto earlier this week, 53-61. Broncos are going to have their hands full. This team can turn out some points. They have a 90-point game just a couple of games ago against Lansing. And the Broncos taking on this Bonner Springs team, as I mentioned again, coming in at 12-6. Spring Hill, previewed then just a little bit, have won 3 straight, 4 out of the last 5, including a 2-point win over Lewisburg, a team that they lost to earlier in the year. And then a good win over Paola, and then a close game over Eudora as well. So in those, the last 4 times out, they've been pretty close contests. The Broncos have won 2 out of those 4 opportunities. The other one just a loss to Tonganoxie, 45-50. And again, that's one that Broncos, I think, would like to have back, going back to that game that we did. And so with a Tongi game that could have gone another way and then an overtime loss at Harrisville, the Broncos easily could have a 6-game winning streak in here. They have won 6 out of the last 9, though, and they've got their hands full here against Bonner Springs. We're giving up a guest broadcast seat to Nick Hunt. So Nick's going to step in and provide some color commentary. I appreciate it too, partner, because I'm on my last legs here with fighting off a cold and no throat. So you talk as much as you want, but we're going to break down the Bronco boys here and we're talking a little bit about the fact that they've gone on a 3-game winning streak here. And at one point in this season, they were 0-9. and now 6-12. I know that doesn't necessarily be the best that they want it to be, but the fact that they were able to kind of stop that tailspin and then kind of come and now win 3 in a row has got to be good confidence coming to this one.
Yeah, it's a good turnaround. Anytime you can do that in a season, 0-9's tough, no matter who you are.
Yep.
And so to be able to come back and put three wins straight in a row, it's fun to watch. They've been real fun to watch the last few games. A couple nail biters, triple or a double overtime in Harrisonville, and then down to the wire the other night too.
Yeah, I just mentioned that 2 of the last 3 games have been a 2-point win and a 4-point win, and so you can win. Earlier in the year, that would have not been the case. In fact, 2 of those games were against teams that were close, but they lost, and so that's just the most evident of the improvement here they've had. The Broncos have a lot of seniors on this team, but it's some of those youth guys in the mixture, perhaps the abilities of those youngsters and maybe some of that leadership from the seniors has allowed them to maintain and get going in the right direction here to close out this season. Again, just 2 games remaining in the regular season. That includes this one here tonight with the Bonner Springs Braves and the Spring Hill Broncos. Girls did their work just a moment ago, 54-37 winners over Bonner Springs. We'll see if the boys can do it as well. We'll take another break. We come back while they're starting lineups. Opening tip-off here from Bonner Springs. It's the Broncos and the Braves tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
wonderful rendition of our Star Spangled Banner by the Bonner Springs Pep Band as they're getting ready to go through the starting lineups here inside the gymnasium. We will do so as well. Our starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by our good friends at The Bean. The best way to start your day in Spring Hill is with a nice big old cup of coffee at The Bean. They also got refreshing teas, sweet treats, smoothies, frappes, shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastry options from Scratch KC. They got delicious breakfast as well. I started my day off with a breakfast sandwich from there the other day. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. First up for the Spring Hill Broncos, it's going to be number 0, Ryan Jackson. Led them in scoring last time out with 10 points. And again, anybody at any time can be the leading scorer. It's equal opportunity offense for the Broncos. Jackson averages 4.4 points per night. Number 3, Jordan Miller, 6'1" sophomore, averages 3.6. Number 5, Chase Bond, a 6'2" senior. Bond leading scorer with 9.1. And he kind of stays right in that 8 to 9 point range, but again, anytime he can go off and have 15. James Allen, 6'4" senior, averages 6.4 points per game. And number 20, Brady Kaiser, point guard, 5'9" senior, averages 4.2 points per ball game. But they'll go deep in that bench pretty quickly. Elijah Lacey will be quick off the bench. Peyton McAvoy will be quick off the bench. Cooper Dialbini, Corey Kirkner going to get some playing time as well. The Broncos coached by Connor Bouchard in his second year, 14-25. Coming here to the next to last game of the regular season. Bonner Springs, 12-6 on the year, 5-1 in the Frontier League. They'll be led first by number 1, Talon Street, 6'2" senior. Number 2, Patrick Price, a 5'8" senior. Also for the Braves, number 4, Jermaine Wilson, a 6'2" senior. Let's see who else they rolled out there. I think it was 5, Jason Jones, a 6'2" sophomore. And then rounding out the starting lineup for Bonner Springs, Corey Rolfe, a 6'2" sophomore. Their coach is Dan Streit. Street, how'd they say it? I missed it. But I know a guy that spelled just like that named Streit, so I'm going to go with that. And our starting lineups again brought to you by The Bean. Don't forget, check out all of our action going on around our network with the Elliott Insurance Group matchups in the area. Elliott Insurance Group, serving the communities for a decade. We're out traveling your next big game. Make sure to look for one of those Elliott locations near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Go to VarsitySportsLive.com. You can see our full slate of action here tonight. Baldwin taking on Jeff West. Lewisburg is at Paola in a Frontier League matchup. Tonganoxie at Ottawa tonight on our network. Go check that out. And here we go. Underway in Bonner Springs. Opening tip-off brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Bonner going to have the tip as we come and get this one underway. And this is a team had 90 points about 3 games ago, so they can definitely turn up some offense. Good defense there by Ryan Jackson. That's one thing, Nick, is bring you back in here. Offensively, it's dealer's choice any night out. Defensively, that is one aspect of the Broncos. Of course, bad timing right there, but they've been more consistent on defensive end of the floor. They're going to have to definitely be that way tonight.
Yeah.
First shot is good on the take. An early 2-0 lead for Bonner. Near side Bond, first offense possession of the game for the Broncos. Skip pass far side Miller. Here's Jackson. Ryan to the rim. Too strong. Caught the heel. Rebound pulled out of there for Jason Jones. He'll take it all the way. Another good defensive effort there. Bond getting the block on that one. Broncos in transition. Bond, lots of contact. Kick. Swing it around quickly to Kaiser. Brady trying to bake his own. Off-balance shot up and good. It'll take from Brady Kaiser. 2-2. Here's a 3-up.
Three-pointer by Kalen Streit.
It was Streit. I didn't want him to make that shot to figure it out, but there it was. He knocks down a 3. 5-2. Bonner in front, other end of the floor. Quickly Bond.
Basket by James Allen.
There should be James Allen on that backside block. Down to mark it down, and he was already doing it. Looking to attack from the top for Rolfe. Good move for Corey Rolfe. James Allen's going to have his hands full with that dude. There's a 3. Up and good. Ryan Jackson.
Three-pointer by Ryan
They're
Jackson.
scoring in flurries now quickly. Tie ball game. Another end of the floor. 3 up, no good. And a rebound by Jordan Miller. Broncos a chance to grab their first lead of the ball game. 7-7, near side Allen. Bond for three, high arcing shot, no good. Pulled out of there by Jones. The perimeter shooting could be an X factor for the Broncos. If they could get that going, that could even things out. They're going to try to do the same. Rattles it in on a three-point shot by Jermaine Wilson. And back to a three-point game, 10-7. The Braves like their perimeter shooting also. Kaiser on the near side. Trying to shake off, dish. Backside Allen, long two on the way, no good, left it short. And a lot of white jerseys in there on the rebound. Snapped out of there by Strike. Shake off, Allen does get that separation. Boy, that is a nifty play. Watch out for Corey Rolfe. Sophomore. 5-point game. Kaiser shaking off Price. Screen comes. Kaiser, dish, nope. Nearly knocked it out of bounds, saved by Jackson. He'll go to the corner for Miller. Loose ball and a turnover by Spring Hill. In transition, Jones. Up and good.
Basket by Jason Jones.
Coach Mike was a 7-0 run now by Bonner after it was all tied up at 7-0. Over to Miller. Tight defense from Bonner Springs. Miller, last second pass, one too many perhaps, and another turnover in the lane. That's back-to-back turnovers in the paint by the Broncos, and they're quick to go to the other end of the floor. And a block going to be called on Kaiser. It's maybe too far underneath the basket perhaps. One of our first free throw shots of the night. Boy, they are up and down and going.
Lots of points from the arc tonight.
His first personal. Corey Rolfe at the line.
That's going to be the first on Kaiser, first of the team. And Corey Rolfe, 6'2" sophomore. This one's up and good. When you see a sophomore with refined skills, you know they played quite a bit of basketball, and this kid's played some basketball, I think.
He's been on the court most of his life, I would guess.
The ability to get to the rim, you can tell that, and step back on Allen as well. Now at the free throw line, pretty true shots from Rolfe. He'll leave that one short, though. Broncos will get it back here down 15-7, just like that. 8 points in a hurry. It's an 8-0 run from Bonner. Need a bucket. Ezra Baker into the ball game for Spring Hill. D. Albini checked in as well, along with Elijah Lacey. That last net ball. Here's Jackson. Baker pumping. Step around, nowhere to go with it. Skip pass long way out there. Jackson ends up with it. Baseline, nearly lost it. That one's partially blocked, and they're going to get contact and send Ryan Jackson to the free throw line to shoot two.
Fouls on Jason Jones. His first personal.
Again, I mentioned Jackson led them in scoring last time out on Friday with 10 points. Got a 58% free throw shooter on the season, and I'll knock down the first one.
Correction, fouls on Jermaine Wilson. His first personal.
They got that on Wilson, his first, team first as well. And Jackson at the stripe for a second. Missed it. Does stop that 8-0 run. Midway point of this first quarter, Bonner with the momentum. Jones, quick off the dribble. Lucky to get that one not to go for the Broncos. Lacey pulls it out, bring it up the floor. Baker, step around, kick. Lacey for three on the way, no good, off the heel. And tracked down by Bonner for Jackson Nez. He'll take it all the way in. Up and good.
Basket and one by Jackson Nez.
Nez right off the bench makes his presence known. Chance to make this a double-digit lead here on the and one for Nez.
Jackson Nez at the line, shooting one.
Early perimeter shooting from Bonner is going to loosen things up, and their ability to find those gaps in the defense not going to be ideal, as well as Nez finishes the and one. And it's a 10-point game. Baker lost it. Another turnover by the Broncos, scooped up by Kalen Doss. Kick outside, step around Jones, he'll kick. And back over to Doss, who sets it. Attacking, good defense there by the Broncos. They've got numbers as well. Bond back over. Off the glass and good. That would have been good regardless.
Yep. By Chase Bond.
Bond's first bucket. Got to get a stop defensively. Little runner, Doss, shot no good. Rebound pulled out there by Dialbini. Broncos have the size advantage right now with Dialbini, and why we're throwing it away is beyond me. Few things less contagious than turnovers. And you can't get a shot for it.
I was just getting ready to say we've pulled down most of the rebounds in the last few minutes. But when you
how to take care of the basketball.
Yep. Kind of negates that.
Fade away by Strite.
Basket by Kalen Strite.
He's got 5. Back to a 10-point game, 20-10. Lacey, the elbow kick to Dialbini. Give away to Bond. Baseline, nowhere to go with it. Coming to crash the boards. McAvoy, shot no good, gets it own back rebound. Second chance, third chance, no good. Now, not going to get a fourth chance. McAvoy as close as he could possibly be and just couldn't quite get that one to go. Jackson, Miller, and Allen coming into the game for Spring Hill. Out goes Dialbini, Bond, and McAvoy. Two minutes to go, first quarter, 20-10. Broncos down by double digits. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Again, just trying to find the hole in the defense. Strite takes it up. Nobody had their hands up. Got to get a hand in his face. Too easy for Strite. He's got 9, or 7 rather. Lacey from deep, up no good. Tracked down though by Jordan Miller. Broncos get another chance at it. Little runner. Jackson off balance, shot, and they call it charge.
I disagree.
That was a tough one against Jackson.
Hard to believe he was set down there. The play was moving pretty fast.
Well, and I think Kaiser, we thought maybe had a charge taken earlier too, but they say it was too far underneath the basket. I would have probably argued the same thing on that possession. Tough break against the Broncos. Now trailing by their largest deficit of 12. 90 seconds to go, first quarter. Doss bringing it across. Went. Bonner with a deep bench. They've played 10 already. Outside looking to attack is Devin Taylor. Strite, give away to Taylor. Ball's on the floor, still loose. Kaiser will come out of there with the hot potato. Here he comes. 1 minute. Jackson catch on the corner. Long pass is dangerous. Back to Jackson. Why not? 3 on the way. Good. Ryan Jackson, his second of the ball game, second of the quarter. And just what the doctor ordered, 22-13. 49 seconds to go, first quarter. Another turnover by the Bronco defense. And a foul going to be called on Strite.
Foul's on Caleb Strite.
It'll be his first, team foul number 2. So Bronco basketball.
You watch Brady and Elijah both, and the way they handle the ball. I'd say that the biggest difference is for the smallest guy on the floor, you see Brady go down low almost more than he stays outside.
Yep.
It's fun to watch him get down low.
Next in the paint, missed 3 opportunity, but Broncos get another crack at it. Kaiser will catch, dump off inside Allen's got to hold tight. Miller up and around, getting contact, nothing called. And pulled out of there by Callan Strite for Bonner. He threw it away. A little hot dog perhaps there.
After he dribbled it off his knee.
Broncos stopping a little bit of momentum that certainly Bonner had with about 2 minutes to go and able to work for the final shot of this quarter. And the way things have gone, if you can be down by 7 going into it, you'll feel pretty good. Miller. Baker quickly to Kaiser. Brady looks to go baseline, ran out of his shoes almost. Baker will pull the trigger on a deep 3. Good as a Baker knocks in a 3, and 3 threes by the Broncos in that first quarter, able to keep pace. We'll see if they can build on that momentum when we're back in 1 minute. Broncos 22-16 down against Bonner. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco basketball.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Here we go, second quarter action from Bonner Springs. B.J. Harris, Caden Carbajo, Nick Hunt here at courtside as the Broncos trail by 6. I said trail by 7. I didn't give them the benefit of a three-point bucket by Ezra Baker at the buzzer. And this one knocked it out of bounds. You kind of get a two for here, almost like getting the ball coming out of halftime out of the quarter for the Broncos. If they can add another score here, pull this thing to within 4. They've trailed by as many as 12 in that first quarter. Kaiser, crossover, trying to shake off, nearly gave it away and did. Good defense by Patrick Price, really hassling Brady Kaiser. Strike's some matchup problems because that 6'2" frame can get him in the perimeter and he can shoot it. Stride had 7 points in the first quarter. He's got 2 coming his way here. Shot up, good on the take from Price. Last minute pass from Strike.
Just what you said. They collapsed on him to double team him, and he was smart enough to just dish it off.
Guys are still fighting with Price out around midcourt. Here's Baker. Why not? Catch Jackson. Ryan might run the most of anybody. Kaiser, 3 on the way. Good. Brady Kaiser.
Basket by Brady Kaiser.
Fourth 3. Of this first half, and another turnover by the Braves. Broncos have just fought their way back into this one. The perimeter shooting, I mentioned it in the early going. If they can get that going, that could be a equalizer. Far side Jackson at the free throw line. Back outside Lacey. Motion offense here from the Broncos and kicked by Strite. It'll stay with Spring here with 6:32 to play in this first half. Just joining us, girls won earlier tonight, 54-37 over Bonner Springs. Girls are riding a 10-game winning streak as they head into the final game of the regular season on Friday. Another turnover by the Broncos. There's a headsy play there by Strite. Throw it out, shot, layup, good by Price.
Patrick Price.
He's got 6, leads back to 7. Shot up no good by Lacey. Allen's there with a rebound. He'll put back no good. Get a rebound. He'll try another one. This time it'll go.
Basket by James Allen.
Tenacity from Allen. He's got 4 first half points. Trying to find the open in the defense. Jones working against Baker. Good defense. Kick. 3 on the way from Wilson. No good. And that should be a foul on Wilson. You can't run through somebody's body. I don't think.
Last I checked, that was not allowed.
They did, and lucky for the Broncos, it'll stay with them, so no harm, no foul. Literally no foul. 5:48 to go in this first half, 26-21. Lacey running the point for the Broncos. Near side McAvoy. Peyton X Factor could get going offensively. He can hit that perimeter shot as well. Miller, high off the glass, no good. Bond, good spot on the rebound, able to keep this one alive. Ooh, I like the idea from Lacey. This thing is just a hot potato. Nobody's possessing it, and finally Price will. He's going to go coast to coast. Last second to strike into the hands of Allen. Neither team taking all that good a care of the basketball here in this second quarter. Goodness gracious. McAvoy for 3. Off the glass. Check the bank. It was nearly open. Must have been lunch break. Right side. There's a left-handed three by Rolfe, no good.
McAvoy's shot in Harrisonville that sent it to overtime. He called it. Bank shot.
Called the bank.
I heard him. They're standing down there on the baseline with the football coach, and he said, bank.
Nice. There's a dish from Allen. Little runner by Chase Bond, his second bucket of the ball game. And the Broncos are back to within 3, 26-23. It was 22-10. Broncos have outscored them 13-3 since that point.
Saw Chase take one for the team there. Shut that momentum down on Strite. Is that how you say it? Strite. Lowered his shoulder.
Now you don't necessarily have to force it if the Broncos play within your offense. It seems to be working. Deep skip pass quickly. Back to Bond on the corner. Here's Miller. Check it, and a foul going to be called. Broncos lucky to get that call. Jones reaching in from behind, poking that ball loose.
Foul's on Jason
It'll be
Jones.
his first.
His first personal.
Team foul number 2. Miller to inbound for Spring Hill. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter. Good look inside Allen. What in the world was that? Strite comes away with it. And they'll call a block. Miller's just got to set his feet a little bit. This is tremendously similar to what happened on the other end of the floor.
Jordan Miller, his first personal.
So Strite's going to go to the free throw line. His first attempts of the night from the stripe. He had those 7 points in the first quarter, scoreless so far, midway point of this second quarter, but he'll knock this one down. If you're the Broncos, you've hit your perimeter shot, and they've been able to get some looks in the paint. Not all of them have gone. And if they had, this is probably a tie game at this point.
Yeah, right now it's coming down to just silly mistakes. We haven't made very many and capitalized on theirs so far, which has got us back in this game.
5-point game, 28-23. Kick, Bond, 3. No good. Poked out, to be determined. Jordan Miller come out of there with it somehow. They did not work together. Hurt themselves. Bond scoop through, let the finger roll up and good. Bond's got 6. Broncos back to within 3. I can tell you the first 4 possessions of this thing, you could have asked me. I didn't think it'd be a 3-point game with 3.5 to go in the first half, and I think it might be game on from this point on. Broncos have found something. Jordan Miller, little pickpocket, grand larceny in the layup at the other end.
Jordan Miller.
His first bucket's caused by defense. The Broncos are back to within 1. It's not been this close since it was tied 2-all. Strite trying to even it up, not able to do so. Broncos can get their first lead of the game on this possession right here with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Bond might do it here on the baseline. Kick, Miller. Lacey to Allen. Baseline jumper on the way, no good. And pulled out of there. By Bonner. Here's a 3 on the way from Jones, no good. They've got a little bit cold. Good rebound by Allen. Good position and a foul forced as well.
Lacey was open down here, but he's 0 for 2 from the arc. He should have pulled that.
Yeah, there's been a little hesitation there.
Because typically he's pretty good from the arc.
Timeout, it's a full, we'll take a 30. Broncos right back in this one. It's a 1-point game when we return in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
28-27, Broncos with the basketball and a chance to take their first lead of the game. Entry pass to D'Albini. Here's Bond. He'll get fouled, and Chase will get a chance. I'm going to say it was on the floor, I think. It's just the fourth team foul. Nez picks up his first. I think foul trouble will be a problem. They've got in a deep rotation, does Bonner. Lacey to get it inbound. This is a big possession here. Take that lead. Bond, baseline jumper, no good. D'Albini, a big board for the big fella. Shot no good, though. And rebound pulled out of there by Jones. Looking to attack is Jones. Man, quick, fast step.
Basket by Jason Jones.
Gonna have a hard time keeping up with him off the dribble. To the rim for Jones. And a foul. Will be called against
Prince Donnell.
Prince Donnell.
His first.
I didn't see that.
I think it was away from the ball as it was coming down, but it's going to send Lacey to the free throw line to shoot 2 because that's the 5th foul on Bonner Springs. About 55% free throw shooter is Lacey. They'll tie this ball game up.
Elijah Lacey at the free throw line.
Yeah, I guess they got that bucket. Sorry, it's still a 1-point game in my head. Back to 2. Chance to pull him to within 1 here from the free throw line. And he does.
Now he's got the monkey off his back.
That's right. 30-29. 1-point game. I still, the Broncos get that. It's just something psychologically about getting the lead, especially late in the half. Jones streaking up the floor. Kick, swinging around, strike. Nez looking to go baseline. D'Albini gets a hand on it, but a good effort there by Jackson Nez. He's got 5 first half points. Back to a 3-point game. Baker, kick, Bond, 3. No good. Poked out of there, tracked down by Strite. He's not going to give it up. Free throw line, shot up, no good. All hands on deck. Loose ball picked up by Bond. Lasered into somebody's face. Finally gathered up by Nez and gets some semblance of basketball here. Strite trying to force one down inside to Jones. Kick back out to him. Baseline for Donnell, and he walked with it. Good defense. That was a hard possession to maintain that the whole time and then to force the turnover.
Yeah, it's like you said, the ball's all over the place. We're saving it, throwing it in, diving for it, and then to be able to reestablish yourself and get a turnover there, that's good job by the Broncos.
Chance to pull them back to within 1 or tie the ball game up for the minute 13. Nonetheless, we're going to go to halftime with plenty to talk about. Ryan Jackson for 3, no good. And checked down by Jones. He's killing us on the offensive boards. Nez for 3, no good. Long rebound. Bond. Bodies hit the floor. What was the call?
Out on us, I think, yep.
Okay.
2 Broncos diving for it in the corner.
Strike to get it inbound for the Braves. Throw it in deep for Donnell. He'll set the offense, working against Kaiser. 47 seconds to play first half. Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming your way. Here's Strite, spinning at the free throw line, left it short. I think he worked. Yep, maybe a chance for 2 possessions here. 34 seconds. Won't be too long to kill it.
I think Coach Bouchard is calling for the last shot.
Yep, looks like it. 25 seconds to play in this first half. Confidence certainly elevated, and the momentum pretty much equal as we head to the final stretch. Bond, baseline, runner. Oh, another bunny miss. Take those back. This is a lead for the Broncos. Other end of the floor, though. 7-second strike. Last minute Jones. That couldn't have gone worse. Baker, a long shot, and that's how we'll go to halftime. It's a 5-point game at the break. Plenty to talk about it as we kick off the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We'll come back, let you know what your halftime numbers are, reset the scene, talk about that girls game maybe just a little bit as well. Let you know where to find us later on this week as we close out the 2023-24 basketball season. Broncos trail by 5 at the break. We'll talk about it next on the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out here on the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo, Nick Hunt, our guest commentator tonight. Michael Grant. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected, protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. But, Nick, you got to think about that first half. I'm maybe pessimism was dominating my mindset a little bit, but the way things were starting, Bonner's ability to get to the rim at will, they were shooting well from the perimeter. We weren't necessarily where we needed to be, but some adjustments were made, and what looked like may have gotten away from them, they're right in this game.
Yeah, you know, it's like you said, we looked outmatched in the first 5 minutes. I mean, the Bonner was scoring at will. They were making stops. We didn't have it together. But like I said in the second quarter, it comes down to mistakes and turnovers. You know, if we can capitalize on their mistakes and not make one on the other end, then all of a sudden you've got a 6-point swing, and then you got a little momentum, a little bit of confidence building. You know, Elijah Lacey going over 0 for 2 from the arc and then draining those two free throws. Yep. You're going to see him pull up quite a bit more in the second half. So yeah, it's like anything else. It's a game of momentum.
And we talked about in the beginning, the open, about it's kind of a dealer's choice, anybody's night at any time offensively, and you're seeing those role players or key players, and everybody's a role player it seems, but Ryan Jackson, 2 threes in the first half. Ezra Baker hits a huge 3. That's an early vote for our play of the game. Ezra Baker. Brady Kaiser hits a 3. That's not necessarily always his forte either, so to get those perimeter shooting going, I think allowed them to build some of that confidence, gave them enough buffer to withstand that run, and then now it's game on at this point, what the Broncos can do coming to the locker room. I think that first 3 or 4 minutes is going to be equally important for the Broncos. You can't let Bonner come out and have that same explosion out of the locker room like they did to start the first half.
Right. Oh, and I don't think we will. I think we've kind of seen what they've got. We're going to come back out. Our starting 5, like you said, especially, they can score from anywhere. All 5 of them can score from the arc. They can score down low. Like I said, Brady Kaiser, probably one of the smallest guys on the floor, and you find him down underneath fighting for rebounds and buckets the whole game. So you're right. I think we're going to come out swinging, and the call to hold the ball till get the last shot off in the first half didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but it was the right call. Go in down one or tied, and it's a new ball game.
Yeah, and if Chase just holds that ball for maybe a count or two more before he attacks, it's a different outcome certainly. But Broncos have the momentum going to the locker room. Let's take a look at your scoring totals. Nobody in double figures for either team as of right now. Colin Strite, they did a pretty good job with him. He had 7 points in that first flurry and has not had a field goal since that point, and it just had 2 points in the second quarter from the free throw line. He's got 9 for the game to lead all scorers. 6 points from Patrick Price, 5 points from Corey Rolfe, 5 points from Jackson Nez, 3 points from Jermaine Wilson, and 4 points from Jason Jones. Broncos have done a pretty good job defensively against those guys. 7 points from Ryan Jackson to lead the Broncos in scoring right now. 6 points from Chase Bond, 5 points from Brady Kaiser, 4 points from James Allen, 3 points from Ezra Baker, 2 points from Jordan Miller, and 2 points from Elijah Lacey. Good team basketball being played on the offensive end of the floor. Right now at halftime, the Broncos trail by 5, 34-29. We'll come back, reset the scene, talk about that girls game as well. Second half action coming your way next here from Bonner Springs. It's the Broncos and Braves tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Back out here one final time on the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo, Nick Hunt as we get set for the second half of this one. The Broncos 34-29, down by 5. They trailed by as many as 12 in the first half of this one. Late, in fact. And at one point it was 22-10. And then the Broncos got it all the way to 26-23. That was a nice swing, 13-4 run for Spring Hill. And here we go into the second half of this one. It'll be Bonner Springs basketball to begin the second half. Near side controlled by Wilson. Give way to Price. Here's Strite. Got to keep him. Jordan Miller's drawn that duty. Nice hands by Kaiser. Swats that one out of the air.
I was going to tell you, you talked about that in the girls' game, how they made an adjustment and shut one of the Bonner girls down. I think it'd be interesting to watch Strite here as we start the second half. See, we made a couple adjustments on how we're guarding him, and it seemed to shut his momentum down a little bit. So
Miller having that duty, he certainly has the athleticism and length to disrupt Strite. There he is right in his face. Bond.
Yeah, and you can see, yeah, just like I said, those little adjustments to get him guarded a little better.
And now foul.
Seemed like it was over and back.
I think they
unless we knocked
called
it
a
out.
tip. Yeah, it was tipped around. It was being tipped all the way back to there. I don't think they were going to make that decision. I just missed the foul.
I did too.
Bond gets called for his first. Team foul number 1 of the second half, third quarter. Strike to inbound. Hand it off to him. He's going to work until he gets a shot. And another a good stop there for the Broncos to begin this second half. Their first offensive possession of the third quarter. Miller, dump off Allen, quickly to the glass, up and good. The and one from James Allen. And that's a mismatch down there. As soon as they saw that, they took advantage of it.
Fouls on Jermaine Wilson, the second personal.
He's so good down low in the paint.
He's very good at getting in position and getting to a point to get the ball. It's the finish at the rim that is hit and miss from time to time, but when he starts making them, his confidence goes up, and the more his confidence goes up, that's a more automatic play. You see it right there in the free throw shot. Allen's got 7 points for the Broncos. It's really been the defense that's been the key for them, forcing those mistakes. Dish, 3 on the way from Rolf, no good. The Broncos have numbers, 3-on-1. Miller, cool. Tons of contact, but no foul. Strike comes out of there with it, trying a little shot, no good, and they'll take it. Broncos going the other way, and Chase Bond says, let's stop it and run our half court.
Yeah, good, smart decision, Chase.
To the corner, Jackson finds an opening. Trying a last-minute pass over the top, not a bad idea. Good hands by Bonner. In transition, Jones. And they'll get it to go. Boy, that
by Jason Jones.
a few cracks at it. That one finally goes. 36-32. The stark difference from the first half of the season Broncos to now is on display. Here's a 3 from Kaiser. Trying to get his second of the game, no good, but he'll get his rebound. Brady into the paint. Little runner, good. Hard strength there from Brady Kaiser. He's got 7. Back to a 2-point game. Just under 6 to play third quarter. Strike near side. Miller's got his duty. Rolf. Good defense by Allen to not get a foul there. Now James.
It takes a lot of discipline to stay on the floor there.
No, not even close. Anticipation, one, your angle is bad in that position. That was not backcourt.
Yeah, he was already established on our side.
That was a bad call.
It wasn't even close. Sometimes you see those when they're jumping across the line.
And it's the ball that has to cross. The whole body could be on the other side. It doesn't matter. That was a missed call. Tough break there. Allen's going to get called for the foul.
Fouls on James Allen, his first personal.
Rolf swiftly down inside and quickly up with it is Patrick Price. Good ball movement there by Bonner. 38-34. Bond, kick, Baker, 3 on the way. Good! Ezra Baker's second triple of the ball game. He's got 6, and the Broncos back to within 1. 38-37. Need a stop. Rolf left it short. Here's your chance. Broncos have not led in this game. Had a chance in that first half to get the lead. Now a foul going to be called on Price.
Fouls on Patrick Price, the second personal.
We talked about that in the waning minutes of the first half, and the psychological benefits of just getting that lead. Lacey. McAvoy catch, 3 on the way. Off the screen, shot no good. And pulled out of there by the Braves. Strike up the near side. Shake off Baker. Good defense there by Ezra. And thrown out of bounds. Bonner certainly out of sorts offensively. They've had plenty of passes gone out of bounds already here in the first 3.5 minutes of this second half. On. Hand off McAvoy. Baker. Good look down inside. Bond too late, man. Get up with that ball. He'll have to force this one up. Still knocked around. Hand coming out of there. Chase anticipating the contact. If he'd have just gone straight up, he'd have been an easy layup. Going the other way now, though, for Bonner Springs. Off the foot. Gathered up by Jones, and he'll slide in there.
Jason Jones.
Jones with 4 points in this third quarter. He's got 8. Back to a 3-point game. Lost it. Turnover by the Broncos. Back-to-back possessions. Streaking. And a foul going to be called on James Allen. It'll be his second and team foul number 3 for the Broncos.
Fouls on James Allen. His second personal.
Miller back in. He'll replace McAvoy. Inbound deep for Wilson. Back to strike. Stripped by Lacey. Good help defense there by Elijah Lacey. He's going to take it up. Nearly lost it. Now Miller's got it. Somebody's got to be open. There's too many players on you. Allen. Another miss. Close layup. Oh. A happy whistle over there with that guy. Foul's going to be called on Bond.
His second personal.
His second, team 4. Man, some of those close shots you're going to want back. Now, Bonner's had a few of their own miss. Jones controlling out high, working against Bond. Screen comes, trying to create space for Strite. He's going to force it. The best thing you can know about one is once the ball's in his hand, it's going through up towards the basket. Bond, uncontested, too easy. 40-39. Get a stop, that's a walk.
Yep, smart decision by Bond there to stay away from the ball. You saw him go out of bounds.
Lacey. Broncos chance to get the lead here. Bond. Pumping, baseline, good move to the rim, Chase Bond, and that's the first lead of the ball game for the Broncos, and a timeout taken by Coach Burchard, knowing right when to take it. 41-40, Spring Hill in front for the first time tonight with 2:55 to go in the third quarter. It's a full timeout, we'll take a 30. Broncos right in this one. .40 Broncos with their first lead of the game here at the 2:55 mark of the third quarter. It's been something that's kind of been coming for a while. It's just taken a long time to get over it. It's ebbed and flowed. They've made a couple of big shots as Bonner when it's gotten tight, but just now overcoming that with a shot by Chase Bond, and Bond starting to feel it just a little bit. He's in double figures now with 10. Just under 3 minutes to play third quarter. Kick, far side, Price. Working on Lacey. Fade away on the way, left it very short. Picked up by Bond. Broncos with a chance to add to the lead for the first time tonight. Lacey. Entry pass down inside D'Albini. Kick to Miller. Nez swatting at him, ripping at it. Strike. Baker stepping around a possible 3. Good defense there by Strike. 2:18 to go, third quarter. Good possession here for the Broncos. Just make it in with points. Bond for 3. Good! good. Chase Bond. His 7th point of the quarter. He's got 13 in the game, and the Broncos have their largest lead of 3.
Great defense there by Ezra. Stop the momentum, make them reset. Don't give up an easy bucket coming back the other way.
Bonner 12-6. Spring Hill 6-12. Fade away by Strite. There's his first field goal since the first quarter. He's in double figures with 11. Ezra Baker's been fighting injury in the shoulder part of the year and looks like acting up again. He'll come out. Ryan Jackson checked in for Baker. Broncos with the lead, 44-42. Minute 44 to play, third quarter. Should have a good one coming down the stretch of this one in the fourth. Nez is going to get called for the hand check foul out on the perimeter.
Looked like Ezra, he's, like I said, he stopped the momentum coming back after Chase's 3. Looks like the guy might have run into him when he knocked the ball out of bounds. Trainer checked him out. Looks like he might be ready to sit for a second and go back in.
Jackson will hold it out high. Now Bond. Broncos can be patient in the half court. Bond starting to feel it, and he'll get fouled on the floor. He'll still get to go shoot free throws here. Oh, no, that's just the 4th team foul, rather on Bonner.
Fouls on Jason Jones.
Jones picks up his 2nd personal foul. Team foul, as I mentioned, 4. Lacey to inbound for the Broncos. Tipped ball. Jackson good to go track that one down. Minute 15 to go, third quarter. Jackson near side. Go to Bond. I say green light to Chase. Jackson thought about it. He's got 2 threes in this game. Jordan Miller on the far side. Here's Lacey. Baja. Baseline. Kick. Miller. Goes dialed their way into the paint. Bond. Little funky roll. Oh, my goodness. That is a tough break against Chase Bond. I mean, you do everything right to get there.
The guy had all day to set up down there and wait for him, though. You almost could see that one coming.
Tough break for the Broncos. Bonner will get it back for 47 seconds. That ball's going up. Strike, shot no good. Rebound, though, right there. Jones, he can't get it. Rebound pulled out by Bond. Broncos might want to consider working for the final shot again here in this quarter. We'll see. Lacey to the corner. How about not? Jackson, 3, good. Ryan Jackson's 3rd 3 of the game, and he's got 10 points. And the Broncos' largest lead is now 5. Strite going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And it might be the Colin Strite propensity to take the ball and eat it is cause the other players to lose a little bit of mojo.
You can almost see him trying to just take over.
Yeah, he wants this to go his way, and he's certainly got the abilities to make it happen. So watch out, buyer beware here. Made them both at the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line is Strite with 13 points. Lacey, what in the world? Nifty dribble, and he'll go to the free throw line. Lucky to do that, perhaps, but we'll take it. Put on a little dribbling display out around the perimeter. A good look at one. Lacey, mentioned about 55% free throw shooter on the season. 2 for 2 on the night. That's just 2 points coming from the free throw line. They were big ones back in the late first half. He'll keep it going. Broncos have trailed by as many as 12. They've now led by as many as 5, and a chance to do that once again here. Made them both. Big shots there from the senior. Stride will have it as he'll bring it across the timeline with 9 seconds to go, third quarter. Broncos have doubled him all the way. I mean, that is a completely not advised shot, and the exact way they ended the first half, the Broncos will do it right here at the end of the third quarter. Spring Hill with full momentum. You are seeing the maturation of 19 games coming to fruition right here in that quarter. Broncos, their largest lead of the game as we head to the fourth. We've got a dandy here tonight on the road at Bonner. Fourth quarter coming up next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
I mean, and
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and...
Sorry, Kylie. Here we go. To the fourth quarter of this one. Got a little long there, 51-44. Ball punched in the backcourt. Broncos with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. A big swing in that third quarter. Broncos trailed by 5 at halftime. They lead by 7 going into a 12-point turnaround in that third quarter for Spring Hill. That's a moving screen, or moving through the screen rather, by Jones.
Moved through the screen, not a moving screen.
Yeah.
The screen did what it was supposed to.
Help.
His third personal.
Jones picks up his third. Out goes Nez. In for him is Jermaine Wilson. And that 7-point lead is enough you don't have to be in a real hurry in the half court. Make sure you get the shot you want. Don't force it. Protect the basketball. Make your free throw shots. That's how you win this one. Allen out to Kaiser. Kaiser at the free throw line. Here's Bond. Off the foot of, like I said, it went off of Bond. Ouch. 7:13 to go in the ball game. Broncos lead by 7. First off of possession, there's a turnover strike. Just went right through his hands, lost focus. Again, don't be in a hurry. Here's Spring Hill. Unless you've got the numbers, Kaiser are going to slide through there. Lots of contact, nothing called. And Broncos get a bailout out of bounds call. That was definitely wrong.
It's a makeup call for calling it out on Chase a minute ago.
Could have been the assault that Kaiser just took.
That too.
Now they're going to talk about it, and the other official's going to say you were wrong, because he was. Boom.
Yep. Good call.
22 years of doing this. I saw that one coming from a mile away. Sometimes they just don't get together, and I thought that might have been the case there, but
you're right. Kaiser got murdered going to the hoop.
Did not work out. Other way. Spinning in the lane. Good
That's
defense,
travel.
though. Good help defense into the paint. Price, and a foul. They're going to get that on Kaiser. And Brady will pick up his second personal foul. Team foul number 1 of this fourth quarter. Again, 5 fouls in a quarter. Good play there. Price. Good move by James Allen. Good to cover some ground. He was out of sorts when that started.
It looked like that was going to be wide open.
6'4", helpful in that situation. Strike. Step back. Wilson. Shot no good, and Broncos another chance for it here. That was Rolfs rather. 6:22 to play. Allen finds that baseline. Good, and Jackson was coming at 50 miles an hour. The ball was coming at 50 miles an hour. It hit his hands at 100.
It's like a Patrick Mahomes pass.
Yeah, better be ready. Better not like your teeth. Another one nearly stripped from stripe. Bond, quick hands. This one he will take. Kick it out for Jackson. Broncos have numbers again. Jackson, Kaiser. Jackson shot up good. And the foul.
Basket by Ryan Jackson.
Ryan Jackson.
It's like I said in the first quarter, it's so hard to get that call on a fast break. You just don't ever see it. You got to try. You got to try. You got to defend the break, but you just don't ever see that call. You don't ever get that call.
Jackson does no good to the free throw line here. He's got 12 points. Missed the and one. The Broncos' largest lead now is 9. Here's Nez for 3.
Three-pointer by Jackson Nez.
First field goal in the second half for Nez is a big one. Broncos back with it. Near side corner for Miller. Reverse it. Bond for 3. No good. And rebound pulled out of there by Rolfe. Rolfe all the way. Stopped, foul, and the bucket.
One by Corey Rolfe.
There wasn't a lack of defense. They were there. It was just like really good play by Rolfe.
Fouls on James Allen. His third personal. Corey Rolfe at the line, shooting 1.
And Rolfe, just like that, after this game was a 9-point game a moment ago, can pull it back to within 3.
Lane violation.
Against us?
Yep.
I'll look down and write some stuff.
I don't know who it was.
So they'll get another crack at that one. This first made the second attempt at the second one. 53-50. Out of Dandy tonight on a Tuesday. Next to last game of the year. Allen slapped away. Now ends up in the hands of Rolfe. Now Bonner's got numbers. And he double dribbled it. That's a double dribble. You can grab it with both hands after you had it. This is like a YMCA Saturday morning game all of a sudden.
Everybody take a breath. Set your offense back up. I mean, Colin Streit's on the bench right now, so there's no reason not to take full advantage of this.
Kaiser. Charge. Got that arm extended out away from his body, and they'll get that out there in the open. Kaiser picks up his third. He'll have to come out. James Allen comes out as well. In comes Peyton McAvoy, Elijah Lacey for the Broncos. 3 minutes, 3 seconds into this fourth quarter. 3-point game. Little take Jones, blocked by Bond. Bond's defense has gone up dramatically here. Watch out from behind, Ryan Jackson. Good headsy play there. Good hustle play from Patrick Price to stick with that one. Price, you can't wear a headband the whole game and then take it off at the end. I'll forget who you are.
He tossed it to a fan, I think.
Oh, okay. We've got a few of those.
Signed it first.
McAvoy for 3. Good! Peyton McAvoy! Broncos have spread the wealth from behind the arc, and that could be the factor in this one. 56-50. Broncos in front by 6. Little runner in the lane. Just missed it. Rebound pulled out there by Miller. Good, hard rebound by Jordan Miller. Jordan Miller, Chase Bond here in this one on the defensive end. McAvoy, how about another? Yes! Back-to-back threes from the sophomore Peyton McAvoy. The Broncos are back in front by their largest lead of 9.
Stay focused. That's travel. That's a travel.
Hit his head hard, did Rolfe.
Jump stopped, took 2 steps, jumped again.
And it's going to result in a foul shooting opportunity for Rolfe.
Chase Bond, his 4th personal.
Rolfe 1 for 1. Excuse me, 2 out of 4 on the night from the stripe. Hit his head a little bit, trying to scattered his chickens. Got to get him back in order.
It's 4 fouls on Chase Bond with, was he 16 points on the night?
That's a noted. None in this fourth quarter for Bond. That's something that's got to be remedied here, midway point of this fourth quarter. But yeah, he's got 13 points, does Bond. Oh, you're right. I didn't mark down that 3. Did he have a 3 in this fourth?
No, I think 13 is right.
Yeah, 13. Rolf taking his time. He'll step to the line here and miss the first one.
McElvoy's had the 3s in this quarter.
Yeah. Boy, did he.
So just like you said, though, they share the wealth. Everybody shoots from the arc. There's nobody on the floor right now that you don't want taking that shot.
McAvoy's got 2. Jackson's got 3. Baker's got 2. Brady Kaiser's got 1. Able to miss the first one, make the second one, did Rolf. 59-50, midway point exactly of this fourth quarter. Broncos.
Strides back in for Bonner.
Miller tangled up. That should be jump ball, and it's in favor of Bonner Springs.
Possession arrow favors Bonner Springs.
Chase Bond, pretty crucial, I think, from the offensive end of the floor in this final 3:43. He's got to be careful here. And if I'm them, I'm attacking right at him. Right here now. Jones, good way to strike. And they'll let him have that layup. He's got 15 points to strike. 59-53. Broncos have been in some barn burners here over the last month and a half. They've been in some tight ball games. Of late, they've won those. Went to triple overtime with Harrisonville just to lose by 2. So they faced these tight ball games down the stretch. We'll see if it comes into play in this one. On the road in the Frontier League. Lacey, attack from the near side. Dish off Bond last minute. Flips one up. Shot no good. Just tremendous amount of contact. Nez ends up with it. Lacey steals it from him. Again, lots of contact. Probably should have been a foul. It wasn't. Whistles have been swallowed.
Straight hustle.
Again, drive this one all the way as deep into the possession as you can. Instead, it'll go to the free throw line, which is okay, too, for Elijah Lacey. That might be the guy you want at the free throw line here in this situation now, as he's got 4 for 4 on the night. From the stripe, all his points have came from the free throw line, but they've been big ones, and maybe none better than this one.
He drew that foul out on the floor.
Oh, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
So all that was for a moot point. He needs to foul, get to the free throw line so I can say it all again.
You've rehearsed it now, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's batting 1,000 from the free throw line, so.
That's right. DeAndre Morrison checking into the game for Bonner Springs. They'll get it inbound to Bond. Chase don't need to force it here. They can play defense. Allen back to Jackson. Coach going to call a timeout. Needed to. Miller got himself in a bond, in a little bit of a bind there. Timeout. Draw up this stall for the last 2:30. We'll see if they do it. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. We're going to go ahead and make sure you join us coming up on Friday as the Broncos wrap up the regular season homecoming, last game of the season homecoming against Ottawa. And then we'll look and see how the sub-state brackets work out and whether or not we're able to get some of those games covered. Go to varsitysportslive.com. We've got 9 games going on as we speak across our network. A couple games on Thursday as well, and then Friday we'll close out the regular season. Be looking on varsitysportslive.com as well as Spring Hill Sports Live on YouTube for those games and our spring sports schedule coming out here in the next week or so as well, and what we'll be covering with baseball, softball, and girls soccer. 2:30 to play in this one. Broncos up by 6. Trailed by as many as 12, led by as many as 9. And got the lead when it counts now. Oh boy. Back to Allen. Foul going to be called. Contact Jermaine Wilson. And they're going to send James Allen to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul's on Jermaine Wilson.
Not yet. One more.
Oh, geez, Louise. I just wanted to get to the free throw line already.
You love that new rule.
I guess I do. The verdict's still out.
I'm not a fan.
Well, I polled my broadcasters. They're not either. They are in favor of the shot clock, though.
I'm excited to see that next year.
Christmas for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially for broadcasters. Shot clock would not be good here for the Broncos. Good ball movement and a layup at the end for James Allen to finish at the rim. Allen's got 9 points for the Broncos. 61-53. Baseline. Poked out. Ooh.
Great defense.
Very good by Lacey, and he knows it. And that official had zero view of Elijah Lacey's hands to be able to call whether that was a foul or not. He poked that ball out clean as could be.
We could see it, of course.
Jason Jones at the line.
Well,
shooting 2.
Not sure what they were looking at. We could see it all the way up here.
For sure. Here's Jones at the free throw line. First one. First trip to the line for Jones. Got 8 points for Bonner, but none in this fourth quarter. That one's going to miss as well. Bonner has gone ice cold in the second half. They have let the Broncos get into this one. Broncos have done their part as well. There's going to be a foul, I think, on Jermaine Wilson again. Contact with
His fourth personal.
James Allen. And now he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And all that stuff I said.
Finally. Everything you said for the last 5 minutes.
Just rewind it and watch it again. I'm not going to say it again. 1 for 1 on the day is Allen. He'll miss this one. Back-to-back Peyton McAvoy threes in the fourth quarter. Likely absolute painting plays of the game. Allen makes the second one. James in double figures with 10.
Largest lead of the game, right, for the Broncos, 9?
They matched it. Yep, they've been at 9 several times here in this fourth quarter. Scoop with the right hand. Shot no good on the take by Jones. And you're going to see what you're going to the difference here is a team win, and that's got to feel good for Coach Bouchard that the team came together, played through each other, everybody got opportunities, and the other team didn't. And that's going to be the outcome here.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen this now for the last minute or so. We're moving the ball around. You've got both your point guards in, so clearly you're just trying to move the ball around. Take the shots when you get them, but don't rush anything. If you're Bonner, number one's going to have the ball all the way to the end. So
Kaiser missed the first, made the second one. Brady's got 8 points. A lot of people are going to have some of their highest point totals here offensively as well on this season. A lot of people well above average on the offensive end. There's a defensive stop by James Allen, a defender interception, and then they're going to foul him. Timeout taken by Coach Bouchard. A little excitement off the bench from the Broncos. 1:06 to play in this ball game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. The Broncos, their largest lead now is 10. That's where we sit. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
(63-53). This was a 34-29 game at halftime. The Broncos were down by 5. Now with about a minute to go in the game, they're up by 10. Just a big swing in the second half, and you felt that momentum coming in the late part of the second quarter. The Broncos, they were down by 12, 22-10 at one point, and Norwich trailed by 5 at halftime and have just kept on to finally get the lead. They've led by as many as 9 a few times and now lead by 10. It'll be Bronco basketball as well coming out of the timeout, minute 6 to play. It'll be kicked out of bounds by Stride. It'll stay with Kaiser here with 1:06. Allen, now McAvoy, got to go. Why he came to a complete stop there. Here comes another timeout from Coach Bouchard, perhaps. No, Strite ends up with it, lays it up. Goodness. Timeout's coming from the other end of the bench now.
Taken by Bonner Springs.
They'll take a timeout.
I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, Brady was wide open.
Yeah, we did not hit our outlets. And McAvoy, when he caught that, spun to the inside, and he wasn't looking the right direction. I don't think he knew it. They collapsed pretty well on him as well. So they'll draw this up again, reverse on how they want to bring the ball up. Got to be able to bring it across half court to be able to get yourself into some foul shooting situations.
Right.
And in the second half, the Broncos had a ton of opportunities at the free throw line and kind of mixed bag, about 50% in this second half from the free throw line. .6 seconds to play in this game. Broncos trying to get the sweep here on the road at Bonner. Girls won earlier tonight, 54-37. 17 points from Sydney Busher. Probably 17 rebounds too, but I'm not smart enough to keep those. McAvoy gets tangled up with that. Still has 2 arms on it.
I'm not letting go, Coach.
Peyton McAvoy, the most interesting stat line I have here is just nothing and then 2 threes that were huge.
When they needed them the most.
Huge. And now he's going to the free throw line here to make a couple of 55% free throw shooter on the season. And the ability or the necessity perhaps for the Broncos to play guys like Peyton McAvoy and Jordan Miller so much this year. Those guys are going to be coming into their junior years with a full year of experience under their belt, which will certainly help with develop some depth because you're going to lose a lot of experience with these seniors. And McAvoy made the first one, missed the second. He's got 7 points. Quickly up the floor, strike, going to pull the trigger on this one. God, they're going to hand to that dude's face.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of leadership carry over into next year with these young guys having the playing time that they've had, learning from these seniors, and just, like you said, being able to have them on the floor as much as we have. It'll be good.
Just another 30-second timeout for Bonner. We'll go ahead and keep it here again. Thanks for coming and jumping on. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a knee-jerk reaction. And
for my live stream debut, I think I did a pretty good job.
Right. I'm going to add you to the roster.
Let's not get crazy.
What that entails is a lot of 2:30 in the afternoon panicked text messages.
Yeah. Hey, can you cover the game tonight?
Say, we need somebody to be somewhere to do something. Just ask Curtis Kaiser. He's been pulled out of the stands a couple times to come run camera.
I'm always happy to help.
Inbound to Kaiser, and he'll get fouled immediately. Brady will go to the free throw line. 60% free throw shooter on the season. He's just 1 out of 2 on the night here in this fourth quarter. Brady's got 8 in the game. Let me just look at that. Brady's got 8 points. He averages 4.2. James Allen averages 6.4, and he's got 10.
Brady Kaiser at the line.
Ryan Jackson averages 4.4, and he's got 12. So just everybody a little above average on the offensive end of the floor, and the defense, we talked about that earlier as well.
Well, it's like you said. It's like we said in that second quarter. The defense just finally made the right adjustments and almost just figured it out, clicked, and just stayed disciplined. I mean, not as many, if any, mental mistakes on defense in that second half. Zeroing in on what's obviously Bonner's go-to guy. He's got 4 points on the half.
Well, no, he's gotten going a little bit. He's got 8. He's got 19 points in the game somehow. He's got 22 points in the game. He's got 22 points in the game now.
Well played, Nick. Well played.
He's not going anywhere. 38 seconds. It's a 6-point game. He's only got 2 more of those, and this could be tied. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. 66-60. Broncos trying to hold on for what would probably be an upset win. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Here we go, final 40 seconds of this one. They're going to foul Ryan Jackson and send him to the free throw line to shoot.
Fouls on Patrick Price.
And again, Jackson, I mentioned, he is 1 out of 3 on the night from the stripe, but 12 points for him. 2 first quarter threes. Those came when things looked like Bonner had full control of things, and he managed to keep the Broncos within it with those 2 first quarter threes, and that has certainly helped. He's got 3 threes in this game, does Ryan Jackson, and he'll step to the line here to knock down the first free throw as well. McAvoy out. Miller in, little offense, defense.
If you're Jackson, as soon as you make this three-pointer or this free throw, you're getting right on number 1 on Strite.
Strite has, oh my gosh, oh. I kind of wanted that to go in. Honestly, a little bit of me wanted that to go in. That was crazy. He did not make it, though. He wants to. Strite, just in the last probably minute and a half, has 9 points.
Okay, but before that,
he was pretty quiet. It was quiet for a long stretch, in fact. Only had 1 field goal in the second and third quarters combined, and only had 6 of those points came in that stretch. So 6 of his 22 came in the second and third quarters. So he did his damage in the first and fourth.
Well, if you look at the personnel that Bonner has on the floor now, I mean, you know he's getting the ball. The ball's going to 1, and he's going to shoot a 3.
Bond missed them both. 57-60 Nez. A little bit of contact maybe from Lacey. Rebound, kick back outside. Strike, another 3. This one's no good. 17 seconds. Broncos get a rebound. That's huge.
That's why I said that, because I knew that meant he would dish it off and somebody else would take the shot.
He was good because Lacey was able to get enough of a handout there. Nez was going to have a good look at one.
And he's been pretty good.
He hit a 3 in this quarter, as a matter of fact. Nez might be their only other option on the perimeter. And now the Broncos, their football analogy, would have their heels on the goal line, playing prevent defense, 68-60.
This would be the equivalent of the victory formation?
Almost.
9-point lead with 16 seconds to go?
Yeah, you know. You see what the shot that dude just took? I've seen a 10-point lead cut in a minute before.
50-50. Either 1 or 10 is going to take a shot right here.
Don't foul. Kick it, Nez. He'll try to slice through there. Loose ball. Bond, Broncos. Here's your victory. James Allen going to hold on to it.
Oh, why would you foul?
I wasn't situationally aware, I don't think.
He wasn't paying attention to the coach.
And so James Allen will. So this is like warm up the bus is literal then, huh?
Well, and I'm the bus driver, so I literally have to go warm up the bus. I'm just waiting to get the nod from the girls' coach because I drove the girls' bus here tonight.
Allen missed the free throw. Broncos have left some out here in this fourth quarter. Had they not gotten that lead 2-9, it might have been a little bit more touchy down the stretch here. They've left a few points out here. There's 4 straight misses from the free throw line, in fact, but it will not spoil the party as the Broncos get a huge win. And again, I cannot overstate the maturation from that 0-9 start. And I'm confident some of those games in that 9-game stretch, this team goes back and plays, they're going to win a few of those games.
Yeah.
And this schedule, this record is not going to be what it is right here. So a much better basketball team I just watched.
It's going to be exciting to watch Friday night and then see how the sub-state brackets shake out and see if we can compete.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having
you.
Looking forward to doing it again.
That's right. Nick Hunt joining us here on the broadcast. Caden Carvalho running camera. Broncos get the sweep here at Bonner Springs, 69-60 on the boys' side. We'll take a break. We'll come back, kick off the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Back out here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo. We've let the bus driver go and wrapping things up here from Bonner Springs in a Broncos sweep. The girls win earlier tonight, 54-37. Boys battle their way back to win this one, 69-60. Just probably the best game I think I've seen the Bronco boys play all year. Start to finish, most consistent, and just a real growth period that they've had over the last few games. 7 of their last 10 the Broncos have won after losing 9 straight to begin the year. Just nice job by Coach Burchard, nice job by these senior leaders in Brady Kaiser and James Allen and Chase Bond, Cooper D'Albini, Elijah Lacey have really stepped up. Ezra Baker had 2 threes in this game. It's huge in very limited minutes, and as the Broncos did a nice job. Ryan Jackson had 3 threes in this game. Chase Bond had a 3. Ezra Baker had 2 threes. And Brady Kaiser had a 3, and Peyton McAvoy had 2 threes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 threes made by the Broncos in this game. And that was the difference that allowed them to, I think, mess with the psyche, perhaps knock the confidence down of a hot Bonner team that came out, built the lead in the first quarter, 22-10 at one point this game was. Broncos trailed by 6 after 1, 22-16. They trailed by 5 at halftime, and then a 12-point swing from in the third quarter. They overcame that, led by 7 going into the fourth quarter to the Broncos, and never looked back, grew that lead all the way up to 10 a couple of times, and ended up winning this one by 9, 69-60 your final score. Look at your final numbers here in this one. Callan Stride, I mean, he's good. There's no doubt about that. 6'2 senior for Bonner Springs, 23 points for him. Nobody else in double figures for Bonner. 8 points from Patrick Price, 8 from Jason Jones, 8 from Jackson Nez, 7 from Corey Rolfe, and 3 from Jermaine Wilson for Bonner Springs, and a good team effort. 3 guys in double figures for the Broncos. I'm not sure that's happened this year. 13 points from Ryan Jackson on 3 threes. 13 points from Chase Bond as well. 10 points from Brady Kaiser. 7 points from Peyton McAvoy. 6 points from Ezra Baker. 6 points from James Allen. And 4 points from Elijah Lacey. 2 points from Jordan Miller. And that's another key stat in this one with 8 guys in the scorebook for Spring Hill. I think everybody who touched the floor, in fact, I know everybody who touched the floor did score in this game, with the exception of Cooper D'Albini. Had a couple of big minutes in there and a big rebound as well for Spring Hill. Again, 69-60 on the boys' side of things, 54-37. Girls win tonight. Sydney Busher, 17 points. Lizzie Suter with 12. Lizzie, our player of the game in that one, but Sydney obviously could be our player of the game any night. Tonight, our Absolute Painting play of the game from a fresh coat of paint to finishing your cabinets. The guys at Absolute Painting can help you. If you got a summer project you want to get done, call those guys now. Free quotes, 785-333-9651. A special number for Spring Hill Sports Live viewers. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. And our Absolute Painting plays of the game are the pair of threes by Peyton McAvoy in the fourth quarter. Peyton, pretty quiet in this game, didn't play a ton of minutes either, but the minutes he did in the fourth quarter were crucial as he knocked down a pair of three-point buckets. And, of course, our Shira Shrum, Prudential Financial Player of the Game. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today, 913-592-5573. Talk with Shira Shrum, a financial professional at the Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And I'm going with Ryan Jackson for this one. Back-to-back games, Ryan's led the Broncos in scoring. He had 13 points in those 3 threes. Pretty big. A honorable mention, Chase Bond, probably right in the mix as well. I think he was more of a catalyst that got the momentum going for the Broncos in the paint, and certainly defensively had a nice game in this one. And then Jordan Miller, good game defensively in the moments he had with Colin Strike to keep him fairly quiet, although hard to do with a guy like that having 23 here tonight. Back in action on Friday as we take on the Ottawa Cyclones to close out the regular season here for 2023-24. I cannot believe that's happened, and we've had lots of basketball come your way here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We'll do it one more time on Friday. We'll have that. We'll have homecoming court coronation as well broadcast for you if you can't make it out there, so be sure to join us on Friday. Pre-game coverage at 5:40, tip-off scheduled for 6 o'clock as the Broncos take on the Cyclones. For Caden Carbajo, Nick Hunt, and BJ Harris saying so long from Bonner Springs. The Broncos get the sweep over the Braves. The boys win at 69-60. Girls win at 54-37. We'll do it again on Friday right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.